streaming, I said.
This is the type of thing that our dad would have sent us.
Yeah, it is, actually. Where do I go to see if my own video is streaming? Hello? We are live. I'm checking YouTube's on my phone so I can watch the stream on my phone so that I can have chat pulled up. So give me a sec.
Gotcha.
I wish that there was a way that I could
I can pull up chat.
freaking look at it myself. That's okay. Go ahead. You pull it up. You get to be looking at chat. So we're still waiting on Hype Tyson as always. He's fashionably late.
This isn't Zero Escape.
Hey, this isn't Zero Escape. Hey, this isn't Digimon. I could be playing Digimon if I wanted instead, but we're playing Melty Blood because we're goofing off, waiting for John.
What are you talking about? This looks exactly like Zero Escape.
Huh?
What are you talking about? This looks exactly like Zero Escape.
It does. Look, that's hold on, I can find
Phoenix, right?
what, this guy? This kid? No, it's not Phoenix, right? Yeah, which character is wearing the least clothing? All the characters are wearing clothing, so none of them can be Lotus. I'm gonna play as my favorite character, and by favorite character, I mean favorite characters. We're gonna play as the two maids because they're hilarious. Which color do I want to use is the question. Flag, please. I can use the Merriman colors.
It's true.
Or I could use this one because I really like that one. Which color is that?
Why do arcade fighting games why do anime fighting games have so many color outlets?
I really like this one though, so I'm gonna pick that one. And we're gonna be fighting Ryogi Shiki because Fate Grand Order is a thing. I didn't make her a color though. Hold on. She doesn't get to wear the default color. That's not
a fighting game where you can go back.
Yes. I know. Tetsunoga versus Capcom.
Who plays fighting games where you can actually go back after you selected something?
I know, right? It's crazy. We're gonna have her with all of these look so ridiculous. We're gonna pick that one. Also, look at how many stages there are, okay? So we're gonna start with Artificial Eden and go till we hit random select. I'm just gonna hold down.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of stages. I just hit random. Yes. So I'm playing as the two maids because they're hilarious. Wanna know why they're hilarious? Oh, lag, please. Oh, this game is not feeling very good. So this is why this game is amazing. Or why these characters are amazing. So right now I'm playing as this one. I did this. Crouching light, crouching heavy, and tried to do a launcher. It didn't work. But this is why this is the best. No, it's definitely not that one. That's a super. It despawned. It's supposed to. I don't have bar, but basically it was supposed to land, and if she stands on it, it explodes. It's like a rocket.
It's like rocket. Yeah.
There we go. Now I'm playing as the other one. And I can have the other. I can summon her. I can summon the other one. Go do an attack. Go do another attack. Go do a third attack. Okay, and switch. Yes. Now go do an attack. I had a combo for these characters, and I don't remember what it is. Had something to do with that. No, it's not that one. Which is the throw button? Apparently if I do a block, it puts me in the background. For some reason. That's interesting. But then if I do an attack, it puts me in the foreground. What button is grab again?
Maybe it's a combination of two buttons, like medium and heavy at the same time.
Oh. You water plants and tripper. I don't remember what the grab button is.
That was basically just roll. Right? Throw the water.
And then she trips? Yeah, it is. Controller settings. What button is grab again? I thought it was RB, but I guess I'm wrong. I'll figure it out eventually. It's not
Isn't
that
it great when everyone is on time and we can actually...
There, it was RB. It was. Oh, it's because my right bumper is not working.
Isn't it great when everyone's on time and we can actually play the game that we were supposed to play?
Yes, okay.
So I'm gonna do this character super is my favorite. Not bad super, but it's pretty cool. Which super is it? I haven't played this game in a hot minute, so I don't remember. It's unleashing straight clock and kick, I think. Oh, during max heat. Oh, right. Oh, she has a pretzel motion input chance.
Oh, no.
I don't know the pretzel motion.
Oh, no.
Let's see if I can't do it. I'm gonna give myself not training display. Train no. Train display? No. Battle settings. Give myself infinite magic circuit, please. Unlimited, thank you. Well, not reduced from max 2. That's what I want. Wait, is her pretzel motion seriously a counter? How in the heck are you supposed to ever do that in a match? Wait, seriously?
Is that...
No, victim of... Wait, what? Yeah, I'm pretty sure her pretzel motion is a counter. That makes no sense. So this is a fun super. You can do this. Go, my plants.
What?
Or, that's a double down. But do triple down. This plant shows up. No, that's double down. If I do triple down, I think that's that one. And then down's no, that's 4 times down. Oh, it's double and 4 times down. It's weird.
And 5.
And then 5 times down. Poison. Yeah, Piranha Plant side B, exactly. I want to know how. I remember how to do the kick. It's during max heat. Oh, so I can do. No. That. Punch. Also, get out of the corner, please. Also, look at this round.
Come on.
Okay, and then what else does she have for supers? Flag. Dark Hisui Fist. That's definitely not the one I did earlier, so let's do that one. Oh, during Blood Heat and Max Heat. Oh, I'm in Max Heat, so... Oh, it does her super. That's why. What about Blood Heat? I'm trying to... Isn't that like... There it is. No, not that one. It's just an even bigger kick combo. And look, I can switch. If I switch, I actually end up on the other side.
Okay, that's tricky.
These characters are fun. Boom.
It's like Icy's but better.
And I can have her do her super. I missed. What other fun character is there? This is a very fun character.
He said he was on his way, right?
He did. Is it Len or White Len? I don't remember which. I think it's White Len.
White Len's the one that teleports.
Yeah, well, both of them have stuff.
Well,
We're gonna use White Len, but we're gonna make her wear a darker color, so it's confusing. No, we're not gonna do that. Yes. I like that one a lot. We're picking that one. We're gonna fight against We're gonna fight against Archetype Earth. That is a name.
That is indeed a name.
We're gonna pick that one. Random select. This game is weird, man. Okay, so this character is great. So are you ready, Nicholas, for this character's forward dash? And this is her back dash. Nicholas? Did we lose Nicholas? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, did we lose Nicholas? I'm gonna type to him.
No, I'm explaining the situation.
Oh, okay. Did you see
He doesn't break up.
Gotcha. Did you see Len and White Len's super?
Not
Or
super.
not super, not super. Her dash.
Picture?
Her dash.
Oh, the freaking double team shenanigans.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. That is so confusing, and I would never want to play that.
She also has which input is it? She has a move where she can do like a feint. I don't remember how to do it. She can charge these. Oh, hold on. Crap. That's the fake. See, she can teleport. She can do a fake jump, which is similar to... No. Is it this move? She can do this move, but it's a fake teleport. Or she can do this move, but it's a fake dash. He's here!
Ah, the shoes, the squeaky.
Make it stop.
The hype lives.
Hype is alive.
Does she have any? Oh yes, and this is her big super. She has an alternate version of her crab. No. I'm pretty sure that's her blood heat super. I don't know if she has any other blood heat supers. I'm not amazingly familiar with this game.
Alright.
During blood heat while on the ground upon a successful EX shield. Yeah, that's not happening. Anyway, we're playing Zero Escape. Can't you tell? You can sit here, by the way,
Yeah.
because Nicholas is online.
Oh.
Because he had a cough earlier.
Because he didn't want to risk
And
anything.
he's a weenie. I'm just kidding.
And I might be worried over nothing. There's a very high chance that I'm worried over nothing, but I'm going to be on the side of caution.
That's fair. So anyway, give me a second while I set up the actual game that we're playing. Hold on. So I need studio mode, not HP weight screen. I need this one. Transition. And then I need to turn this game off. And then I need to turn on. Yeah, sorry. We're turning on the real game. I'll share it with you in a sec here. Oh right, I actually need to go here and hit. I'm also not using the controller. I'm gonna use a mouse, so that things are maybe a little bit more responsive. Also, how's the volume on the stream?
Oh, I can hear it just fine.
I was referring to the stream, not your Discord stream.
Oh.
Although the Discord stream is good too.
Yeah, volume's good.
I mean, as far as in
Alright, I don't want my...
comparison to the game is what I was thinking, but
Oh, well.
we'll figure that out. We are not doing that. We're doing Zero Escape, please. Is it not working? Uh-oh. Studio mode. I want the Zero Escape, please. Transition. It's working.
Hey.
There we go. We got it. And then I need to share it with Nicholas on Discord. Share.
Yeah.
Please no.
Where is it? No. Because it's not that one. What? Screens. No. Okay, what we're going to do, we're just going to do this. Boom. You can see my screen.
I can see. Yes, I can see. Just I can see you streaming the game, and now I can see the game.
Perfect. All right, guys. So we're actually continuing now. Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Oh, there's something here. Yes. I'm a.
Last time I lost all faith in Ace, another person was losing their kneecaps when we get out.
Yes, all of the characters are going to lose their kneecaps by the end of this. All right. So.
There'll be one imposter among us.
Just 7 was about to finish a sentence. Their attention was drawn to. Give me a sec.
Save screen.
The flow tree screen actually, because I. Oh yeah, we just finished the library, right?
Oh. And it continues. Oh, I see.
Uh-oh.
That's a lot more stuff than I thought.
The clang of metal on metal ringing out behind them. That's not good.
The door.
They spun around.
The door.
The door they just come through had slammed shut.
Did that just close on its own?
Don't tell me we can't go back. I don't know. Let's
I
see.
wonder if everyone can hear your clicking.
I wonder. Junpei grabbed hold of with both hands and with all his strength.
Damn it. It looks like it locks automatically.
Nothing.
Is there any other way out?
No.
Well, there's another door over on the right. There's a card reader next to it. It's got a red light on it though, so I'm pretty sure it's locked too. But there is a card reader, right? Yeah.
Yeah, there was a
Then
card
perhaps
reader.
if we find a key card, we could open the door and leave? Well, yeah, that might work, but
Okay, wait a minute. Are you saying we're gonna have to search through this room for one little card?
oh no.
They took a second look at the room they found themselves in.
It's a mess.
Oh, that's the mess.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It was filled with piles upon piles of all manner of things. Is there a button I can press instead of... I can press spacebar, thank goodness. Because the clicking is seeming inconsistent. For doing the dialogue. The only word they could find was chaotic to describe it. It was like a tornado would pass through, followed by a giant who picked up and shaken the entire room a few times. It's a good description. Junpei's heart fell.
For real?
Clover and Seven looked as though they were about to cry.
Well, we can sit down and wait to die if that's what you prefer. I'd rather doubt that. So it would be wise to start looking.
It's
We
fair.
haven't much time. Let's find that key card. Oh, and the Neptune key as well. We won't be able to get through the hallway without it.
It's fair. Dots. Dots. Dots.
All right then. Let's begin.
Haven't 9 hours passed at this point?
More stuff to do, not necessarily.
I think they done about 20 minutes.
Yeah, something like that. Seek a way out.
But we're not going to be using this 15 minutes to save 50%. I'm sorry.
That is correct. We are not going to do that.
I'm
That
sorry.
thing you just said. So, let's look at things. There are piles of crap everywhere. Man, this place is a mess. It's so messy, I don't know where to start. Also, does anyone want to, like, do the lines of different characters?
Well, I mean, I think
Or... I've just kind of been doing all of them,
we've
so it's
we've
fine.
been so consistent. We might as well just stay with
That's
Yeah,
fine.
doesn't
Some of this
matter.
crap looks familiar. I think a lot of these are the parts of the puzzles we've solved in other rooms. If that's true, then this room could be Zero's laboratory.
Ooh.
Oh, perhaps something or other, machines and puzzles he'd seen.
I got the word perhaps, and that's it.
Sorry. Okay. You guys look at some map.
Oh my
Hey,
gosh,
Junpei, isn't this a nautical table? Yeah, I feel like I've seen this before. Oh, you've taken it and added it to the file screen. There's a ruler. There's a light. It's got a little metal arm thingy.
Indeed.
Oh, I can apparently use the arrow keys. Why would I want to do that? Look, Junpei, the rest on here looks like Elvis's face. Yeah.
Wait, what?
How exciting.
Wait, huh?
Huh?
Wait, hang on.
I don't agree. I think she's crazy.
Has Clover ever, like,
seen Elvis before?
This game takes place in like 99 or something like that.
Wait, hold on, I
Or
think-
like 90 or... No, it's like 2000.
I might see it.
I can
Alright,
then point it out to me on the
so it's like,
please.
it's gonna be kind of hard to point. You see
That's
your mouse? Wait, like you point your mouse right there.
Here?
It's like that's his eye, and then like right here, and that's his chin, and right here, that's his side, like right here. That's like his sideburns, and up here, that's like his hair.
I can sort of see what you're talking
It's
about,
tough.
but also
Like
not really. Like it's like a profile, like a three-fourths view.
It's really really hard.
It's like a three-fourths view. Oh gosh, why did my mouse all of a sudden get... Okay, click. Can I click on things, please? No?
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
This screen is huge. Wonder why it's blue. Maybe if I touched it. There's something on the screen now. What's all this?
Oh gosh, this is more.
This is like hexadecimal.
There are 15 cells here with numbers and letters in them. Let me see that. Ah, I see. So whenever you touch a cell, another one next to it turn on or off. You just gotta use them to make the all cells on the right and bottom green. Hey Juby, I found this piece of paper under that thing. You want to take a look? Do you think it might have something to do with the puzzle? Piece of paper Clover gave to me. There are a bunch of numbers and letters connected by equal signs on it. Just like she said, this is probably related to the puzzle on screen somehow. Spacebar. Thanks, Clover. This really helps. Hee. Okay. Thank you. Alright, let's go back and try again. Anyway, it looks like we just need to make all the cells all green. Get it? Alrighty, so...
I'm confused as to what it said in the instructions were.
We're tapping on these makes the things around it change color, so... Or on or off.
That's this.
It's one of these again?
Yes. And so evidently, 1, F, and 5 need to be on, because that lights up. But evidently, either 6 or B needs to be off.
Okay. So B needs to be
Okay,
off.
B needs to be off.
Oh, jeez. Top? That one?
So 4 needs to be 1.
I'm trying to get it... No, undo that. Undo that. Try here. Nope, that screwed everything up. Uh-oh. Reset it. Yeah, so B needs to be off, that's for sure. We need 9 and C on. So that is good. And I believe we need all 3 of these on.
Yeah.
On, which means we probably need D off. Which means... That's not going to help us if we turn that on, I don't think. Is it? No.
We got them all off.
Guys, I ruined everything.
So, the last time we had this type of puzzle, we brute forced it. But there was actually a thing that gave us the answer. Do you think that there's something like that for this one as well? That gives us the answer?
Like elsewhere?
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. There was something that did give us the answer.
We can poke around at it a bit more, but otherwise, you want to just leave it and come back?
Sure. Back. This is a lot harder than I expected. Well, according to the chart Clover gave me, I just need to plug in the number for each letter. Let's look at this chart
Wait.
they're referring to. Menu.
Number for each letter.
File. Not about digital roots. Not the nautical table. Back. Oh, she didn't actually give us anything for the file screen. That's not useful. Okay, well we'll come back and try again later. So not letting us click over there. Pipes. It's a pipe. It's a cabinet underneath.
Indeed.
There's a piece of paper inside. What have we found? Was working a solution. Got some handwriting on it too. Oh, okay. Guess what, guys? Don't know what that looks like to me.
It looks like the answer to the puzzle that we were
It looks
doing.
very similar to the puzzle we were just doing. Document says 9-panel cross puzzle first draft on it. It was found in the filing cabinet in the small cluttered room. It says first draft presumably improved on the second draft and third and so on.
Yeah, I figured.
Base. Find the sum of the numbers aligned horizontally and digitally. Do not calculate the areas that are colored in. So 1 plus 3 is 4.
Okay.
Okay. 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6.
Hex does consider two.
Plus A? So plus 11?
Yeah, this does not help. We can hit the hint button.
We could.
Or we could look around the room some more.
I don't think looking around really helpful.
Your mouse isn't very responsive.
No, I think it's because it's being, I think it's because it's a little bit laggy because of the stream. Keyboard, just have a few things. Are you checking the chat?
Okay.
Why did you put your phone away?
Because I didn't want to use up all my battery
Okay,
life
that's
at
why
once.
I'm trying to use up my phone. Because I want to use up all the battery at once in order to make sure that we're good on the stream. Hey, I can pull it up on my phone now. I need to turn my volume down though, so I can. Hello, people. We are in chat.
There is that one.
I'm in chat. So if anyone wants to say
Yeah,
hi,
send me-
keyboard,
I
just
can't
tell
see
me.
it, so if you're saying anything mean about me, please don't. I can't see it.
I mean, you can pull up the stream on your own phone if you want.
I mean, I could, but then I'd be like a few seconds behind constantly.
True. A mouse. Nothing happens when I mess with it, though. Monitors. 3 monitors here. Power's on, but there's nothing on any of the screens.
Did key mashing not like it up?
Nope. 4 indentations on the desk. I wonder if I'm supposed to put something into them.
That would make
Probably.
sense.
I'd assume as much. Let's do this with these. Want to look at the thing on the floor? It doesn't do anything. Monitor is part of the machine. Real dim though. It's got a map of the world, but I can barely see it.
I say put the nautical chart on it.
Yeah, that's it. Put that on
That's a
too.
good idea.
Jimpei, it looks like there's a compass here. Oh, now I get it. What do you mean? I guess you weren't there, Clover, but I solved the puzzle like this one in the wheelhouse. I think I just need to do the same thing here. Same thing. Important part is the nautical table we found. I just have to match up the directions of the compass with the lines in the nautical table. Use the steering wheel and the wheelhouse, but this time I'm going to use a wheel attached to the side here. Show me now, of course. And the auto run through the instructions. Looks like it'll probably work the same way as the other one did. If I just touch the direction I want to turn, the compass will turn in that direction. And it's got to press stop and the compass pointing where I want it to. Anything will happen when I can do it right. Let's do it. I don't remember what it is though.
Starting E.
Back, because I need to actually look
Arrows,
at
like-
the thing again.
I'm gonna start at east.
Wasn't it like south?
Give me a sec. We're just gonna
Southeast?
we're gonna start by looking at the file. And Chance is gonna start by taking out his phone. I'm taking a picture of it.
I was close. Actually, no, I had a good start.
Oh, this is actually a reverse of the previous one.
Okay, so it's east.
It's the other one backwards.
Yeah, south?
Alright, I got you.
Yes.
Northeast.
I need to look through the instructions. Okay. So, Chance.
South.
I'm just gonna. South?
East.
East.
East or west?
I'm an idiot. It was west.
Mm.
I'm dumb. Sorry. Oh, east? I thought you said
I thought you
east.
said west.
West.
My bad. My bad.
Okay.
South. then west. My bad.
Okay.
Then southeast.
Yep.
Let's
I
do
think
this
you,
one.
yeah, I think you spin it there.
I don't think it matters which direction you spin as long as it lands on the right side.
Uh-huh.
Another thing. Southeast.
Then northeast.
Okay. Northeast.
Then east. East, north.
North.
East. Ayo.
Hey, there was a bell sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did it, Junpei. Good boy. Who's a good boy?
Ooh.
Ah, knock it off. Hey, we don't have time for screwing around right now. Check out the right side of the monitor. It just kind of slid open and something came out. Oh, yeah. I heard a noise, too. You know that big box in the hall by the exit? I think it made a noise. Like something unlocking, you know? A noise, huh? So there are two things?
Ooh.
Oh.
That's a thing that's important.
Helm emblem. I almost said metal. Let me look at it. Shaped like a shield, symbol that looks like a steering wheel engraved on it. Cool. Okay. Back. What? Let's see what happens when I... Whoa! Well, now I got something on the screen. At least there's another one of these. What is it? Oh, wait a minute. I saw something like this when I figured out that Morse code puzzle back in the communications office. Morse code? Yeah, the dots here on here look like diths for Morse code. There's 2 dots on the first line, on the four on the second, and 1 on the last. I'm afraid I don't understand. Well, perhaps you should give it a shot anyway. Alright, I'll try. Before I do that, though...
I don't agree that that looks like...
Run through the instructions, enter a dit, and then a da, and then...
I don't agree that that looks like...
we need to look up the Morse chart. We need to look up the Morse
I
code
don't
chart
agree that
again.
that looks like a Morse code.
No, I didn't want to look at it again. Urgh.
I would not have thought Morse code.
Well, he's thinking Morse code.
Yeah.
So we're looking up thing, and you're taking another picture of the Morse code chart. I think here's the Morse code chart. There was a Morse. No, there was a Morse code chart, was there not?
Um,
No. 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 Was there not a Morse code chart?
No, there was definitely a Morse code chart.
What?
I remember.
Where is it?
You sure that it wasn't? I don't think that we need to know what it says. I think we just need to.
Oh, maybe. So what was it? 1 2 1 2 3 4 1.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try that then. Keep mashing the space bar. Okay.
yeah, but nothing.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Did that do anything?
Well,
We
we
tried.
tried.
Okay. Okay. Weird. Oh, that's that thing. Okay. What's over here? That little shutter looks pretty sturdy. Let's open it.
Yes, let's open it.
Ooh. That's pretty creepy. There's a coffin here. Does Seven think? Yeah, he's all pale. He's thinking the same thing I am. No way. Could this be? I'm sorry, but what's going on? It's a coffin. I wonder if there's a vampire in it. Right, I guess Clover and Snake don't know the story. And I can't bring myself to tell them. Well, at any rate, let's have a look around.
Open it.
Well, let's do the obvious thing and click on the coffin. Metal plaque on the coffin. Snake's touching it. All ice.
Indeed.
Ah, the 2 machines.
And there she is.
Cool. Holy crap. Man, this is serious. Ah, well, let's open it, shall we?
Oh, yeah.
Clover, if you give me a hand. Okay. I got it. Ready? 3, 2, 1. What's in it, guys?
What's in the box?
What's in the
What do you guys think it's in it?
I think it's ice 9, the ice that melts at 96 degrees.
I think it's Dick Van Dyke.
Oh my gosh.
Back from the dead.
Back from the dead yet again. I hope it's Dick Van Dyke. Oh, it is not already open.
Dang it.
Well, they
Not
never-
screw shut or something. I believe it's locked in some other way. Can you open it with your superhuman strength? No, What's wrong? I think I'll just pass on this one, okay? What the heck? Very well, we'll just have to give up on the coffin for now. So look around the room a little bit more, shall we? Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the force of knowledge beneath the navel of the gigantic. Is that actually true? Is there anything else we can click on in here?
Look like it.
Doesn't look like
Yeah,
it.
I bet we have to do it. Okay.
Probably. Why did we bother closing it? Whatever.
Yeah.
Here. Oops, I didn't mean to click on that. Mouse's sensitivity sometimes is just going haywire. There's a thingy that unlocked. I want to know what this little thing is, but okay, I guess we get to know about this thing instead. There's something written on these pieces of paper. Looks like we got 3 sheets of the stuff. New materials added to the file screen. That's my favorite screen.
Yeah.
That's my favorite of the screens. Morse code chart. Okay. Found a steel shelf. Yep, cool. For the letters A through I. Short mark is called a dit. Yeah, I got that. So what we're working with is an I.
Shall I?
Go for it. So it's I-H-E. What? Back. Morse code chart 3. It's J to R. Cool.
Okay.
Last but not least, S to Z.
I was thinking that I was going to say ICE. Ice.
Yeah. Should we spell ICE on that thing?
Huh?
You could try to spell out ICE on the thing. There's a head. No, I don't want to look at the stupid thing. Go
There's a
back.
hit?
Yeah, look right there.
Mannequin head.
Oh, I think it was a real hit.
No, mannequin head. There are piles of crap everywhere. This is a pretty impressive mess. If you try and search every one of these, we're going to be at it till the cows come home. Well, that doesn't seem too bad. We don't have to go bring them out in ourselves then. Don't you get smart with me, kid. How do we deal with the area later, okay, guys? Maybe we should try something more promising. Oh, it's not going to let us do that yet. What about these monitors, though? Monitors hang down from the ceiling. Each screen shows a room of the ship. Okay.
The surveillance room.
That doesn't help us much. So I'm fairly confident we need to figure out either one of these 2 puzzles.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Alright, let's try to brute force our way through this, or we can press hint.
Mm.
Oh, this pulls up this thing. Cool. That doesn't really help us though, because we were going to brute force it anyway. Unless we need to make this say A, this say L, L, A, L, L.
Yeah.
What
As I assume.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking.
But, okay, so...
You start clicking. My favorite way. Press buttons and see
So
what
it would be
happens.
like F, what if,
So
yeah,
6
F,
plus 4
Is 10.
is 10.
Yep.
We
I thought
need...
it was 11.
I don't remember.
Oh, A is 10.
Okay, well, I guess A is 10 then. Let's see. Click. But we don't want Z though. Which means we're gonna need to do...
Or we want all 3 of them.
No, that's not right. I got rid of everything, guys. We'll start with that. We also want D on. No, we don't want D on. Yeah, we do. No, we don't. We want this 4 on.
No.
No, that's not gonna help us. Oh, yeah, it is. Wait, hold on. Man, this is frustrating. We want this to just
Yeah.
9, and we want 19. Oh my gosh. I'm so bad at these puzzles, man.
Yeah, me too.
I hate slide puzzles. I hate.
Slide puzzles, I'm okay at.
I'm so bad at slide puzzles. Well, we're back where we started. Reset. No, we weren't. There's this one.
Oh. Well.
Do you guys have any thoughts, or am I just clicking buttons until we get it?
I have no thoughts.
I mean,
F is 16.
mm-hmm.
What's L?
21.
21.
Mm-hmm.
So 16 plus 5. So we want to get rid of the 1.
No, it said we wanted all.
That one?
Yeah.
16? No, 15. So yeah, we do want all of them for the middle.
I'm not sure how we're supposed to get just this one on.
If you press the C or the 4, or put just that one on.
But it'll turn these other ones off. Is there a way to turn on? So I think one of the things we'll have to do is mess with this one. I think. So we do that. Then we'd have to mess with this one. And if we did this, we'd have to mess with this one.
We'll try pressing that one. And then maybe pressing the D. And then the one below the D. And then maybe that one. The other one. The one next to it. 5.
Oh man. Guys, we goofed somewhere.
Did you write this one down?
That is a very good question. I don't think I did, but we're gonna go find out.
Like one of us just keep on clicking.
Nah.
How's your guys'
I'm
weekend?
trying to press
It was good up until we got to this stinking puzzle.
Yeah.
I don't think I wrote it down. I definitely did not write it down.
Nick, you got any idea how to solve this?
Not really.
Oh gosh.
Guys, I didn't
I'm
write it
spending my
down.
time trying to figure out what needs to be on and what needs to be off.
If we knew what needed to, knowing what needs to be on and what needs to be off isn't the hard part. It's the part where you click on one thing and everything around it also turns off. I hate those buttons.
Yeah, but baby steps.
So we're not Googling it, right? We've gone this far without Googling things?
Yeah.
Other than just Thunder
Yeah.
Impa? We Googled that.
Well, we did Google
Yeah.
Thunder Input.
We did Google Thunder Impa.
And we got
don't want the
nothing.
D. We don't want the D. Okay.
Is the only
We
thing
found
we're
ourselves in
missing.
a slightly different situation where we want
Yeah.
this 9 on, I assume. We
want
don't
the
want the
9
B
on, but the B off.
Maybe click the C.
C?
No, don't click no.
And then the 9, and then the 5. No.
C,
And then where the 9 was,
9.
and then the 5. And then the one above the 9.
No. We're trying to figure out a way to separate these two.
Yeah.
So one it would have to be turning on the one or the other of these two
Mm-hmm.
in order to separate them.
Yeah, and then we press the other one.
No, because that turns on both. That
Oh, you're right,
redoes
you're
that
right.
whole situation. Which means we need a way to turn on both of these up here.
Let's go!
Okay.
Sweet! Cool!
That took a while.
You're so smart. Thanks. I try. Seem to have done an excellent job solving the puzzle. Just what I would have expected from you, Junpei. Hey, come on, you're embarrassing me.
Yes, we did.
Whoa, whoa, don't get cocky, kid. We don't got time for that.
We knew nothing.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Look at this. Look at this. Check out the right edge of the control panel.
We knew nothing.
We brute forced it.
Yeah, slid
We figured it out
open,
eventually.
and came out. Guys, look, there's a thingy.
A plus.
It's a cross emblem. No, not combined. Go back. Oh, look at it though. Metal pipe plate. Take like a shield. Got a thingy engraved on it. Little plate is what I meant to say, not pipe. Okay, so next we're gonna need to do this one.
Yeah,
If it ever is supposed to enter here,
just to type
it looks like the word is supposed to be here has 3 letters. It's got 3 9s, and I think each is 1 letter. I see. If that's the case, perhaps this letters you need to make up. The letters you need are made up of 2, 4, and 1 symbol respectively. After all, isn't that what you said? One line has 1, next had 4, and only had 1. So in other words, you got to enter either the dots or dashes. In a set of 2, then a set of 4, then a set of 1.
Yeah,
So
that's
let's see.
perfect.
So you got the chart pulled up, right?
Yeah.
A. It can't be ALL, but what about I? ICE. ICE would work.
Yep. We just
make
do
ICE.
Okay,
we just do
try to make
it.
ICE.
It can't be all because the second line has an L. Oh, it pulled the chart up there.
Okay.
The second line has 4 characters on it, and the bottom one only has 1, so we can't do that. But we can do all.
So, dot, dot.
So, okay, let's do this. A
Just
I.
and then C. So hold and then.
Ice. Seems you've solved the puzzle. Excellent work. The answer was ice. How did you know? All you do is listen to sounds the machine made. After that, it was a trivial matter to decode them. Ah, yes.
Does
I
he
believe
use no noise?
I heard a noise
he
from
just
somewhere on the
knows
right side of the
Norse
device. I guess I think he does. Off the top of his head. Sound rather like something sliding open. Can we see what made that noise? Oh, yes, one more thing. I heard a sound from behind the shutter. Perhaps the coffin is unlocked now.
It's coming back to life. Oh shoot.
Code emblem. Some sort of weird pattern engraved on it. I don't know how to describe it. Considering where we found it, it's probably a code. Okay, well,
It's got a green background instead of the white background.
it does.
So excited.
Alright, fine, I'll open it.
I
You can do
still
this. Just
think-
the box. It's just the box.
He's gonna come out singing.
Holy crap, this is a coffin. There's gonna be something horrible in there. I just know it. Okay, deep breaths. Here we go.
He's gonna come out singing.
What's in
Yeah.
the box? Nothing! Absolutely nothing!
Dang it!
Dots.
So stupid.
Oh man, there's nobody in there. Man, I can't believe I was scared of something like that. What do you mean nobody? Were you expecting someone to be in there? It's a long story. Just ask Junpei about it sometime. Question mark? Well, just like someone said, there's nobody in there. There is something in there though. Well, 2 somethings actually. What is that? It's the last thing.
emblem.
2 things at the bottom of the coffin. Looks like we got a plate with an emblem on it. And the Neptune key. Yes, we finally found it. Now we can go through the hallway. That's correct, Clover. Well, we do need to get out of this room first, yeah? Yeah, I know. Okay, let's get the heck out of here as quickly as possible. I don't have any objections to that. I don't think we'll use them to clean this room. It's really important, though, so I'll keep it in my pocket for now. As far as the other things go, everything goes. A coffin emblem. A sort of crosshatch pattern, like a waffle. Waffle pattern looks like just like that of the coffin.
Appropriate.
Indeed. Close that up. And guess what, guys? We have 4 emblems
We
now.
do indeed have 4.
Alright, I put the emblems in the 4 indentations in the desk, but... Huh? Nothing's happening. Wait, what's
What's
Snake
up,
doing? I feel symbols engraved just above the indentation. Up on the other left is the steering wheel. Upper right is a cross, so steering wheel cross. Circle. Waffle. steering wheel, cross, circle, waffle.
Yep.
Steering wheel, cross, circle, waffle. Okay. Oh, so I need to
Okay, there's an
do...
order.
I need to do... No! Oh, that was the one. Helm. Steering wheel. Oh, there's... Whoa. Well, now we got something on monitors, at least. What's that? There's like some kind of puzzle. I wonder what these are the rules. Here, I'll read them to you. When you touch a numbered area, that area will be selected. It will turn blue to indicate this. Touching a number in a ball after selecting an area will cause that ball to be moved to that area. However, you cannot move red balls. You can only move 3 to 5 into a single area. Press the check button once you're done to move all of the balls except for the red ones, which you cannot move.
Okay.
Visual root of the balls in the area must equal the number of the area. That's it.
Of course.
That seems pretty self-explanatory.
I still don't really get it. Whatever, let's just say practice. Like they say, practice makes first. Let's give it a shot. Don't you mean practice makes perfect? What did I
What do you
say?
He said prefix.
Prefect.
Yeah.
Hey, let's see you solve the next one. Then you can make fun of me.
I'd rather.
Okay, well, let's start with.
1, 2, 3.
Well, it needs to go up to 6.
Oh.
Which
Yeah,
1, 2,
1, 2,
3 to make up 6, and then
Just put the rest of them in there. Just see what happens. Oh, no, you have to click it.
no, whoops. 5, 6, 7, 8.
And of course, we can't use the.
And mark.
That'd be too easy.
So 6, 10, 15. No, it can't be that. 15 plus 7 is 22.
Wait.
That doesn't work.
No. Because then you'd add the 8 and it'd be 30, and you'd have 3.
Perfect.
Oh, we had to press check.
Oh, yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, this is right.
Wow.
This is right, but nothing's happening. So 3 more indentations left empty. I imagine something will happen if they're all filled. Doesn't that seem likely? Alright, so next up was the...
Is there a different puzzle for each emblem?
Maybe.
Probably. Next is the
Next
cross.
up is cross. Back. Put in the emblem of the cross. And the screen turns on. This puzzle's sure look a lot like the last one, but there's more of those red balls you can't move. Numbers are different for each area too. Looks like got the same rules as the last one though. You sure you don't want to double check that? No, I'll be fine. If I get confused, I'll just look at the screen. Anyway, they say a picture's worth 1,000 words. Prefect word.
So he's a
Give it a
prefect
shot.
on the ward.
Isn't a picture worth 1,000 words? Hey, shut it. At least I'm trying, alright? Okay. Oh, so now the 1 is also taken out. Okay. So we need a 1, which means we want... it has to be 3.
We can't make that one character into a gallery list who just can't use his phrases right.
5, 2, 3 would work, wouldn't it? 5, 6, 7, 8,
Yeah.
9, 10. And then...
Let's try the other ones.
10.
10 plus 15. 25. Yeah, that works. Yep. No. Put the 8 in as
Oh,
well.
put an 8 in. Perfect. That's awesome, Junpei. There's only 2 left now. You can do it. Thanks, man.
You can do it.
Nothing
Next
to it.
is the circle.
Let's put the secret code in. Dang, this puzzle looks a lot like the last one. Looks like the rules are the same. Should double check it. Come on, it's the 3rd time we've done this now. It'll be fine. So this is, if you can't think of anything clever, please don't strain yourself. You might hurt something. Shut up. Just give me a break, alright? I'll think of something. Okay. Alrighty. With the 2 different 7s.
Ooh, 2.
3's gone.
2 plus 5 is 7, but we need 3 things. 2 plus
8.
8 is 10 plus 6 becomes 16. 7. But does 7,
12.
11, 16, that works.
Yeah.
No! No, you derp. Perfect.
I feel like I'm getting smarter.
Excellent work, Junpei. You've only got 1 left. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Oh, I wanted him to come up with
Yeah.
something else.
Can you see the light at the end of the tunnel?
That's Harsh. I'm just kidding. he can't. No, he cannot see the light.
You're making jokes about us?
Yeah, I know. That's true. We had the right. Anyway, let's see what happens when you put the emblem coffin. Oh, the coffin.
This
Destiny.
problem had like multiple solutions because I'm pretty sure
They probably do have more than one. It's yeah. This puzzle looks a lot like a couple of the last couple ones. Probably the last one. Once we solve this puzzle, I'm sure something will happen.
I hope.
I'll solve it
I
in
hope
no
for
time.
symmetry's sake, the 7 is missing. Ah. Symmetry, no.
8.
Would it be 4, 5? No, not 4, 5.
4, 5, and 9. Plus 8.
but I can't use that.
Huh?
Maybe
It
choose-
needs to be.
No, yeah, we can only wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can't do this.
You can.
Main.
No, because
No, because one. Both
we
need
need
at
at
least
least
3.
6.
Both need at least 3, which means we need at least 6 things. What? I'm just gonna do the 9.
Try 5 and 4 and template and the rest of 8.
Let's do. Huh?
Try 5 and 4 and the rest of 8.
5, 4.
Alright, I'm gonna go.
That's okay. Combination will not open
Dang
the
it.
door.
What if you just put 8 and then add all
8,
the other ones?
9, 10, 17 is 5 is 9. What?
I thought I had it. No.
Yeah, but
That does add up.
It does, but at least 3 things need to open a door. You need at least 3, which means this is sort of impossible. Let's do 9,
What happens if you do try to
7,
the red ones?
2. Can't use that number. 7, 9 plus 9 is 18. Yeah, it will.
And then just put the 8 in the other one?
What? 7, 9. Those are 9. That's 18. This works, and then 8. What?
Yeah, the numbers wise it works. The digital root wise it works, but you can't use all the balls. What the heck are we supposed to do?
Can't use that number for some reason. Can we use the 6 though? No.
Try the 9?
No.
What the heck are we supposed to do? It has to be between 3 and 5.
I'll go back. Dang it, I just don't get this at all. Rules are displayed on the screen. Maybe I should read it again. Well, I don't want to read it again. Screen showing the ball puzzle instructions. When you touch a numbered area will be selected and it'll turn blue. Yep. Yep. However, you cannot move the red balls. Yep. You can only move 3 to 5 into a single area. Press the check button once you've moved all of them except for the red, which you cannot move. Visually, the balls in the area must match that for the area. It doesn't specify that. Yeah. Wait, yeah, it does. So you click here in order to start the puzzle again? Oh, click the keyboard, okay.
What the heck?
Huh.
Is there something obvious that we're just missing? Because we only have 5 colored ones that we're able to use, and that
Move the
we
ball
can't.
into 8?
Huh?
Move the ball into 8?
Put them all in 8?
Yeah. Not better than that, man.
Wait,
Why did that work?
It
wait a second.
What?
Maybe because the red one or the other one matched the number of a red ball, then it just like cancels out or something.
I have no idea. Where'd that noise come from? Underneath the keyboard?
It says you
Can't
can.
really move 3 to 5 balls in single areas, so my thought process was, what if we don't move any to that single area, just put them all in one?
Yeah, maybe
But
that's.
I thought we tried that for 9. Okay, maybe we didn't. Oh, I guess we didn't. Way to go, Junpei. You answered all the questions. Dang, good job. Hey, did you hear something just now? Yes, I heard that as well. From the bottom of the desk, I believe. Bottom of the corner of the desk. Underneath the keyboard. What? I thought... Oh, it's down here. Oh, I'm stupid. There's a drawer.
A picture.
And the drawer was a single picture. He picked it up. It was a photograph of 4 men.
I knew it.
Involuntarily, Junpei's eyebrows shot up. He'd seen 3 of them before.
What the hell is this? mustache on the right. He's the same guy we found murdered in the captain's quarters.
Oh!
I didn't recognize that, but that's fair.
Yeah.
And the second man with the glasses and the doctor's coat.
Yep.
The last man.
The one with bracelet number 9. He died after he went into door 5. But this guy, the one in the striped suit,
That's Ace.
No, that's Ace.
that's Ace.
Listen here.
Yeah. I guess it is.
No doubt about it.
We got 3 people in chat. Talk to us in chat, please.
Yo.
We're so lonely. I'm just kidding. Seven Clover had come to peer over Junpei's shoulders.
But what does it mean? What is Ace doing in this picture? Not only Ace, the ninth man and Cat too.
As Junpei looked closer, he noticed the expression on each man's face. Their smile suggested they were close, at least to some degree.
And they look happy.
I am guessing that the last person is the one that was dressed up in Snake's clothes and was killed. That's my guess. Because I thought that in the flashback, it looks like he had that hair. But I could be mistaken.
It looked like he had different hair from my perspective. But it's not outside of impossibility.
Snake's voice broke into Junpei's
It's not
thoughts.
outside of impossibility?
Yeah.
Okay. So it isn't.
No, I mean, so it's not outside the realm of possibility. So it could be.
Alrighty.
And Cat all of about 10 years younger. Ah, so the ninth man and the man you found murdered in the captain's quarters are also in the picture? Yeah. Is there anyone else? Or are there only 3 people in the picture? I'm afraid I can't see it. Indeed, no. There's one more guy. He's got kind of long hair, looks smart, but a little cold. He's the only one I don't recognize.
Snake knit his eyebrows.
What's
What's the date of the photograph?
Did you look on the back? Back? Yes. The reverse.
Isn't that
The
where
other side.
dates of photographs are usually?
Yeah. Looked at the picture.
You didn't even try
There it
that.
was.
Oh, but it doesn't have a photograph.
To be precise, it wasn't a date, but it was certainly significant. He read it out loud so Snake would not be left in the dark.
For the success of the Nobody project with Nijisaki, Kubota, and Musashido.
Onry Project, Nijisaki, Kobuta, Musashido.
Isn't
That's nice.
Musashido Ace?
Junpei immediately flipped the picture back over.
And the 4 men in this picture were the organizers of the Nobody game 9 years ago.
Since Hongo wasn't mentioned, Hongo was his name now. Junpei figured that could only mean he'd written the words on the back
That
himself.
means Ace, the ninth man, and Cat were all responsible for making it happen. But
Dots.
I feel like I should be more
No,
sure.
where are we here?
It's almost as if that's just how things were always supposed to be.
That their true identities did not come as a surprise was what Junpei found most surprising.
Yeah.
Why am I not surprised? Ace was the one in charge of the Nobody project. Why? Why was so complicated? It's like I already knew.
It's like we already found out in the previous
We
timeline.
did already.
Yeah. Of course, I understand now. Sorry. Junpei looked over at Snake. In his own confusion, he even missed the dark look on the other man's face.
Ace was the CEO of Radio Pharmaceuticals. He was the one who invented the game 9 years ago. He was Gentaro Hongo. Ace is Hongo.
Even as he asked, Junpei felt as though he'd already known. Almost as if someone had whispered into his head that, yes, of course, Ace was Hongo.
I had my suspicions from the beginning. Their voices were similar. Too similar to be a coincidence. I could never forget his voice. It was the voice of the devil. I couldn't be sure though. After all, I had no way to check. I certainly couldn't ask him. Even if I had known, however, I would never have told him. Zero made it quite clear what would have happened if I did.
Gosh, I had no idea.
Huh?
I didn't know that Ace was Hongo.
Oh, yes. I suppose you wouldn't have. 9 years ago, you were in Building Q in Nevada, but Hongo was in the Gigantic with us.
I know. That's why I didn't know what Hongo looked like. But why? Why didn't you tell me? I mean, I'm your sister, right? You could have told me.
I'm sorry. I apologize for keeping this from you.
Why didn't you use the
If I
word
told
genetic
you,
fever?
I would have told everyone else. And if you did, then I would have been forced to tell them about what happened 9 years ago. I had to prevent that.
Clover and Snake's conversation wasn't of particular interest to Junpei. He still couldn't make sense out of his strange feelings of knowledge. He was trying to organize his thoughts when he heard Seven's voice.
Hey, Junpei, do you think I can borrow that picture for a sec?
Sure.
He had no reason to say no.
Draw
So
mustaches run over.
yes. So Junpei handed the picture over. Dots. Seven stared at the picture. He began to mutter the 4 names of the project's leaders over and over to himself.
Hongo, Kuroda, Nijisaki, Musashiro.
His brow was furrowed and his face was flushed.
Hongo, Kuroda, Nijisaki, Musashiro.
It's an incantation.
He chanted their names to himself, pacing back and forth across the floor.
Hongo, Kuroda,
He's a witch.
Nijisaki, Musashiro.
Seven shouldn't have known their names. After all, he hadn't been there when Junpei and Snake had spoken of them in the library. But as Junpei watched him pace, it was clear that he did know them.
Seven, do you...
Shut up, just be quiet.
His eyes were red, and Junpei could see sweat beginning to bead on his forehead.
I'm this close to remembering. This close.
He was sweating heavily now, but his lips were dry.
Hongo, Kuroda, Nijisaki, Musashiro. Creative Pharmaceuticals. Nori Project.
Dots. Then he stopped. Seven set down the picture and looked at the red light near his feet. His eyes narrowed. Then suddenly his eyes went wide and he shot up straight.
Shit.
What?
What's wrong?
Holy shit, this is nuts.
What's nuts?
I remember
Remember what?
everything.
Everything?
Yeah. I remember all of it.
the cure for amnesia.
Yay!
My memory's back. I remember what happened before I got snatched.
Seven's voice was filled with excitement. Shock and excitement had frozen Junpei in place along with Snake and Clover.
Let me tell you what happened.
Sure. Seven hastily drew a shaking hand across his mouth and began to speak.
As Nick said, Ace is Hongo. You're right. The other 3 are Musashiro, Nijisaki, and Kuroda. Musashiro was the man with the cash. Nijisaki was Hongo's right-hand man. And Kuroda developed the actual technical details of the experiments.
Realization began to dawn on Junpei along with a pressing question.
How do you know all this?
Come on, man, I told you, I finally got my memory back.
No, that's not what I mean. I'm trying to ask you why you knew all this stuff in the first place before you forgot.
Yeah. Seven rubbed the scar on his chin. Which one? Probably the one that's down there. You really want to know?
Me too.
Snake was the only one who didn't voice any sort of agreement. Dots looked at Junpei as if he was simply waiting to see where Seven's sudden recovery might take them.
This is gonna take a while. Hell, that'll take me 3 days to tell you everything.
Well, we don't have 3 days.
Just give us the short version, right?
Sure.
Big man pulled off his hat and scratched his head. He made a face and put his hat back on.
Fine. Give it a shot. I promise.
Junpei and Clover nodded earnestly. Dots.
I'm a detective.
Alright guys,
Really?
are we ready
Oh,
for some
shoot!
intro drops?
Oh.
Every time there's a detective, they get amnesia.
I'll be considered your main real time.
Wait, what?
He said every time there's a detective that gets
That's so true.
That happens in Danganronpa too.
Yeah, that happens in Danganronpa.
It's a little awkward to say this about myself, but you could probably consider me a lone wolf
I
type.
hold my own code. Because I think doing what's right is more important than doing what you're told. That's why I followed my gut that night. A slim lady brought me to the roof. It was 9 years ago. The world had been cold as fuck, and I could barely see squat. I was investigating the missing kidnappings, all of the children. They all had one thing in common. A history of visits to one particular hospital. A hospital under the management of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. In my investigation, it turned up evidence that Cradle had been involved in the kidnappings. After a little sweet talking, I managed to finally get a real lead from someone inside Cradle. The source told me this.
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
So I headed to the room. The shadows I searched the harbor until I found the ship I was talking about. There was a bunch of movement. Men in black suits, many carrying large bags. There was something about the way they moved as they were killed. Forget about it. There were human beings in those bags. I moved before I realized it. Given a higher gun right in the hair. Don't move. I felt metal touch the back of my head. Drop the gun. I can kill you right now. It'd be easy to get away with it too. Just tie an anchor to your feet. And no one will find you for a week. But you know what? The fish love me. I kept digging the cold metal in my skull. There was nothing I could do. I did what he said and opened the gun. And suddenly, there was a sharp pain on my neck. Not drunk. That was my last thought. My face in cold concrete was out like a light.
Dots. Hey. What's up, Frankie? Frankie's in chat.
Hey.
I want to watch with Snake Style. Nice. Yeah, the watches that everybody has are part of this game that we're playing. We're stuck in a death game, and the bracelets that everybody has. I'm not sure if that's what you're referring to. Hmm?
Yeah, you don't want these bracelets. They're tied to detonators.
Yeah, they are tied to detonators inside your stomach, so.
Yeah.
I woke up on a hard floor. Damn it.
That's the price of fashion, I guess.
That is the price of fashion. It's true. Quick once over into the room.
A small shabby bed, a dirty sink, a toilet, no privacy. I'd see the countless times as a cop. I'm in a cell, huh? Facing the toilet was a door stuck into the wall. It was still pretty woozy. I made my way over to it. I pushed and pulled on, but it won't open. No, I expected much else.
Yeah.
He'd be dumb enough to put me in the cell and leave it unlocked. Threw myself against the door a few times, but it wouldn't budge. I knew it. I gave up and made my way back to the bed. Sat down.
Dots.
This is Snake.
No, this is 7. No, this is Patrick. I sat there for... I'm sorry.
It's just that he kind of did the kind of made me think of that.
He did.
It's over 9,000. That's what
It's over 9,000. Okay.
But I could. It was pretty hot. Probably a kid. No, it was several. I hear 5 or 6, maybe more. Where are they coming from? Press my ear to the wall and try to listen through. Oh, that's right. Left. It's coming from over the bed. Hell, I'm afraid of flipping the
Flip the table.
There it was. It doesn't hit me there. The whole wall was coming back.
He does.
Drop flat on the floor. Piece of shit. You literally got it. This was where his voices were coming from. There were kids here. But then, when somebody told me, popped in the head.
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
I don't want that shit. Didn't matter. All I knew was I had to get to those kids. I checked out the door. I fit. Stuck my fingers in it right there.
It's looking at the toilet while he gets on his winter paints an entirely different picture than what she looked like.
Yeah, unfortunately. Look at how cocky he is.
He's like, I did.
For a guy who's supposed to have like superhuman strength, he's having a really hard time actually.
I don't think he actually has superhuman strength.
Yeah, but everyone's looking at him.
Wait,
Everyone's pretending he does.
Wasn't this like this was 9 years ago, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so he probably like after this got like really, really buff, and now he's just thinking monster that we see him as today.
Yeah.
This is the base form.
It took him 9 years to power up.
Once he got the overalls, it changed his life.
I went from crawling like a worm in dirt to skittering like a bug. Good sounds much better, but I take what I get. When I've been with him, I start wondering where to take me. A massive sound that scared the piss out of me. It was like a heavy metal door just been slammed shut. Then, it was a voice.
Oh no. Oh no.
What? Sure what it meant. They considered that was
Yeah.
cute. I heard them messing with some voices. A bunch of them straight up screamed. All the sounds together made a howl that made the hair on my neck stand straight up. Damn it! What the hell is going on here? I scrambled to the duct as fast as I could. I didn't care. As soon as I found another door on the left side of the duct, the kids were screaming on the other side. I found it. I yanked the handle through the door. Now I was ripping the metal off hinges. What the hell is this place? I couldn't believe what I saw. The room had a dome to it. There had to be a walls of all same size. The ceiling
Turn 9 walls.
Always.
was like cheap. I looked down. And then there were kids had been searching for me. They all got up and set aside for the moment. I was surprised to feel it. Scared of the room with me, I could tell. Low, actually. Not like I'd been late. I was scared shitless. I snorted in my indignance and turned to the kids. Don't worry, kids, I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. All of them stood there, frozen. Well, except one. He was a boy slightly over the gloves, right as we moved.
That's what it looks like.
Stepped forward, low, suspicious. I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue you. Relax, I got to worry about.
How are you gonna help us?
Where's the exit?
Doors we came in through will open, and the door over there.
He kind of got himself off. I think he was considering something before he changed his mind.
Anyway, there's no point. We can't all get out of here. If we don't get out of here, we're gonna be burned to death.
Burned to death.
Can't you hear it? That voice said the incinerator's gonna start up soon. So.
Exhibition will begin in 15 minutes.
They were here 15 minutes.
That
The
means
way those spouts are angled, I was thinking standing directly underneath them would make you safe. From the flames at least, from the heat, not so much.
Yeah.
Too big of a distance for us to reach. What the hell was I gonna do? Then I got an idea. Wait right there. I'm gonna be right back.
What? Where is he going? Are you just gonna leave us here?
They just got to fight again. I'm not the best at that. I try to reassure with a smile. Don't worry, I'll be back, I promise. So just stay calm and wait right there. Got it? You wait till you hear them respond. It was time. Well, as fast as I could. Didn't take me long to get back to myself. Still no way out of it. I had a plan. It's something for you. But I got to go back into the hole to pick off and consider. Then. Sorry to keep you waiting, guys.
I don't think just do a 10-2. No, I'm just kidding. Or you can just do the snake. Catch you waiting, huh? Catch you waiting, huh?
Back inside, torn the benches, strips, tied together.
How long did that take? Not too long.
Not too long for a beast like Seven.
Yeah, man.
I'll play it one at a time.
Right.
Wait a second. There were more of you before. Where'd the rest of you go? One of the uniform answered.
I let them go on ahead. We opened the number 9 door and they left.
What? You tell me you opened that door?
It's what I said.
What the hell are you doing here?
We couldn't go with them.
Why not?
Look, the only people who can go through the numbered door.
He was in the middle of explaining.
Incineration will begin. 5 minutes.
Oh gosh, it took me 2 minutes to do this.
Look, that can wait, all right? Just get us out of here.
Right! Grab out of here. First one, next one, next one. Boy and Jack came after me. Still climb up his own. Boy in uniform, last up. The other climbed up the rope himself. Looked as strong as stronger than he looked. He moved fast, but it was almost too late. We heard some knocking. Everyone looked at the door. It had a thick, square window standing there. On the other side, an angry face was staring at him. Why is the room empty? Where the hell are those fucking kids? The door opened. A man stepped in looking half mad with fury. I recognized his face. I saw him many times in photos during my investigation. The man's name was Kintaro Hongo, the CEO of Crater Pharmaceuticals. Hongo's for the boy hanging from the rope. Yeah! It was like he was there. He lunged for the rope. Hurry!
I know.
Looking up the rope. You son of a bitch! Get back here, you little shit! 15. 10. The second I can reach the kid, I grabbed him. I hauled him up and tossed him in the dust behind me. No! Hongo had lost it. His face didn't look human. It was like the bastard pulled off his fake face. It was really a terrifying devil, some kind of damn monster. Quickly wheeled him the rope. The furious Hongo yelling at the floor. You fucking bastard! You won't get away with this! How dare you compromise this experiment! Experiment? What experiment?
Yeah, shouldn't you get out of there?
Yeah, you probably should.
Incineration will begin in 1 minute.
Hey!
Yeah, you should.
What the hell are you doing? Hurry up!
Boy, the unicorn was trying to get my attention. I may have thrown a salute at raging asshole's face before I closed the door.
Not saying I did. Not saying I didn't.
You learned your kneecaps back. If I've taken them.
After about 30 feet, we came across another car from the left. This one was heading down. They nodded, took a turn sliding down. I ducked their heels out to open the hallway. There was a door on each side. The one on the left was the room with double door. And the one on the right was familiar. It had black and yellow stripes. And the device next to it on the wall. Plate on it read, incinerator. Incinerator?
Yeah, that's where we were.
You wouldn't go at the real time, that's right. You were inside the incinerator?
Yeah, Hongo might still be there. Looks like it's been shut off, though.
Wait, what? If he's still in there?
Yeah, that's not good.
That meant. We gotta get out of here. Go to the other door, hurry! The kids started running. I was close on our heels. The other side of the door was a large spiral staircase. Run! Didn't even tell them twice. And up, and up, and up. Feet down and steps up. Our arms pumping fast. Down. Elbows on the tail. The stairway kept going. Past a couple of landings, we were going to the universe.
Oh, hi, Snake.
Yeah.
Akane's not catching up to us.
Hey?
The kid's sister. The girl that went in time.
Yep. That was right.
I never seen them. Used to missing kids.
Hey! Akane!
He kept his hands on his mouth and yelled.
Maybe we are here.
When the universe came to a stop. Stopped too. So did the other two kids. When did we do that?
Well, we passed a couple big rooms on the way here. Maybe she took a rest in one of them?
No, that's impossible.
Sorry, Grandpa. You keep going. I gotta go look for her downstairs.
Turn to go.
The kid, wait! Damn it, I said wait!
I don't think the kid even heard me.
Fuck!
I spun around to the boy in the jacket, the girl with the ponytail.
I'm going after him. You two keep going, alright? Got it?
The girl nodded right up the stairs. Yeah.
I'm going with you.
I didn't have time to argue. I just nodded and took off down the stairs. You were following me. All the way to the bottom floor of the hallway. Connie was nowhere.
God damn it, where the hell did she go?
The tail kid was frustrated. Then suddenly,
You don't say.
we heard a noise.
Akane!
Ran the uniform through open the door and leapt into the hallway by the incinerator. We rushed in after him. I couldn't for the life of me believe what we were seeing. That bastard Hongo, Connie, was forcing the incinerator.
Come on, goddammit, move!
No, I don't want to. Let me go, please. Let go of me.
She planted her feet squarely on the floor and was struggling to get away. Hongo was bigger and
I
stronger.
mean, yeah.
She was afraid.
Akane!
We heard a roar with anger and charged toward Hongo.
Help me.
Ah! You're too late!
Hongo lifted a Connie body in the air and still fighting in the incinerator. Before we could even blink, Hongo leapt through the door after her. We saw her inside.
If he's inside the incinerator, hold up.
The door slammed shut. Ran to the door. We did everything we could think of to get the thing open. But
Ah! Fuck! It's no use! Goddamn thing won't move an inch!
he started slamming his fist against the door. He was close to shattering his knuckle with a hard pound.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
The voice was muffled, and all of us could hear sheer terror in it.
What should I do? I think I'm trapped.
Where's Hongo?
He went out the other door.
What?
Like a freaking cheater.
I know, right?
Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place.
Well, you reset the incinerator timer.
Please evacuate the incinerator immediately. Repeat.
Alright, go back to the edge, lift the rope, get her out.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah.
You fucking kidding me? It's the same damn thing.
Yeah, we're here. Just hang on, alright?
His words will seem like a sick joke to me if she didn't even see how bloodless his face was right then.
Incineration will begin in 17
quiet. I'll figure something out. I promise. I promise, okay? You hear me? I promise.
It was torture listening to her sobbing on the other side of the door. My brother was nearly crying himself. We could only stand there, fists clenched so tight his knuckles were wet.
Dots. Dots, more dots. So much for the short version of the
I
story.
know, right?
So much for the short version of the story.
Yeah.
It was silent. All they could hear was the creaking of the boat as it shifted in the water. They waited and waited. Seven didn't continue.
What happened then?
Juba couldn't wait any longer. He had to know. Seven looked at the floor.
Man, put yourself in my shoes. It doesn't end good. Think I want to remember that?
Remember it.
Then, yeah. Shit. If I knew it was going to be like this, I almost wish I had remembered.
Seven shook his head. There was something Junpei had to know.
Hey, are you sure?
Huh?
Look, I don't want to ask this either, but there's something I don't get. So if you could just tell me, did that girl, Kane, really?
Seven stared straight ahead at nothing.
Yeah, I'm sure. There wasn't anything we could do. After a while, the countdown ended. We
Why
all
would you not go back through the vent and get to the rope?
The fire stopped, but we still didn't move. Me and the jacket keep frozen. The boy in the uniform collapsed as if he couldn't hold himself up anymore. A few minutes passed. The door opened.
Slow it down. It's not going to be awful hard to get back up. You might be better than.
We followed. Didn't know to speak. The air of the incinerator was hot. Every breath made my lungs feel like they were on fire. It was like standing on high asphalt. The air was wavering, and in the middle of the room, there it lay. The kid's legs were shaking so bad, I don't know how he managed to walk. I couldn't see his face, but his body somehow looked empty. Finally, he reached it. He fell to his knees as his legs gave out on him. And then...
Jimmy felt a cold lump form in the pit of his stomach. A feeling of sickening anticipation washed over him. He could feel his body shivering. Dots. He desperately did not want to know the answer he feared he knew already, but he had to ask. He had to know for sure.
Can I ask you one more thing?
What's that?
The girl, Akane. What was her last name?
What does it matter to you?
Just tell me, okay? Please?
Seven looked at Junpei curiously and ran his tongue quickly over his dry lips.
Kuroshiki. Her name was Akane Kuroshiki.
Something inside of Junpei stopped. He had no more words left. He had no more Junpei left. He was just a shell of flesh and bone. Seven turned to Snake.
You were there that day, weren't you? The tall kid in the jacket. That was you, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. You are correct, Detective.
Junpei's mind was blank, withdrawn from the world. Somewhere far away, he could hear Seven and Snake talking.
Don't misunderstand me. I told you before how Zero threatened me. There was nothing I could do. I couldn't say anything about what happened 9 years ago.
So you're saying you're not working with Zero, right?
Of course not.
Clover, what about you?
Hey, come on! You really think I'm working with Zero? I told you before, idiot.
Absolutely.
In Building Q. I did hear that a detective rescued the kids on the boat, but I didn't know it was you.
Her surprise seemed to be genuine. Seven regarded Clover for a moment, then rubbed his chin thoughtfully.
Well, I guess I gotta leave you.
Clover nodded.
All right. Let me ask you another question.
He stuck his hands into his pockets and took a few steps. Then he stopped and turned to face them again.
Santa's real name is Aoi Kuroshiki. He's a Kane's brother. You know that?
Dots.
No, I didn't. Did you?
Well, yes. I know Aoi Kuroshiki was her brother, but I didn't know he was Santa. At least not from the beginning. 9 years ago, he was in the middle of puberty. His voice is entirely different now. I'm ashamed to say that even my exceptional hero wasn't able to make that connection.
The quick little flex there.
I know.
Santa was Aoi.
When did you figure it out?
Clover told me that Santa might have been one of the subjects of the initial experiment. It was only a short while ago, while we were leaving the library. When she told me that, I had a feeling.
Santa is Aoi, Akane Kuroshiki, June's brother?
That spark caught flame in Junpei's lead mind, and fog began to clear. Like an engine beginning to turn, images and thoughts began to coalesce in his mind, coming faster and faster, forming bigger images, bigger thoughts. Junpei blinked. He was back.
There's still a lot we don't know. I mean, like a lot. But there is one thing I think we can say we know.
What's that?
A body we found in the shower room. It had to be Nijisaki, dressed up to look like Snake.
Duh.
Yeah.
Detective, are you? Didn't figure that out already?
Wow.
Some slack. The thing is, the three murders make sense then, don't they? Yeah, that's right. Murder. Capote blew himself up, but that was murder too. So why did these murders take place?
If Junpei is correct, and the body in the shower room was Nijisaki's, that means all of the people who were murdered were involved with the creation of the Nonary project. Kubota, the person who conducted the actual experiments. Nijisaki, Hongo's assistant. Musashido, the man who financed the project.
You mean this was all just revenge? Santa is Zero. He's getting revenge for the death of his sister. That's why he killed them.
No, I don't think Santa actually murdered anyone.
In fact, Junpei didn't think. He knew. He couldn't explain why or how, but he had no doubt that Santa had killed no one.
Yeah.
Perhaps the madness of the last several hours was finally driving him insane, but Junpei had ceased to be surprised at his sudden knowledge, and he even began to accept it.
If I'm right, then it's not hard to figure out who the next victim's gonna be, is it? I'm pretty sure I don't have to tell you.
Who's going to die next?
Yep.
Yep, Ace.
Right.
Oh.
Snake, Clover, and Seven all nodded.
The next target will be Gentaro Hongo.
The person who planned the Nonary project.
In other words, Ace.
There was a moment of silence,
What?
and then the room shook. Far away, they heard the sudden rush of water.
What the hell's going on here?
It must be 6 a.m. Our time is up.
Shit!
Yeah, your story took too long, bro.
We need to get out of here.
Short version.
Yeah. Get out of here.
How?
He gave too much detail. Like him having to go back to the room in order to make the rope out of the ripped cloth. Like he could have cut some of the detail.
Yeah. In the drawer, it held the picture was that end of the picture was a key card. Junpei grabbed it.
I'm betting this sucker opens the exit. Come on, let's go.
New materials have been added to the file screen. You got a key card. It's a 0 in it. Gosh dang it. Zero's just screwing with us, isn't he?
Oh, man.
Also, I want to check the file real quick.
I'm wondering now in that case what
Oh, the picture.
what Junpei's role in all this is. Because I'm assuming that everyone in this is connected to the first game.
Yeah.
Because
And who the heck is Jude then, if they're not Kone?
I was thinking, like, if June might still be her, she might have survived somehow. Santa?
They said there was a body.
I don't know.
And we know Ace is still alive.
Well,
I mean, we thought that that was Santa's body.
they didn't say it was a body. They just said.
Or no,
They
we
just
thought
said
that
it laid in the floor.
we thought that it was Snake's body.
Junpei, look.
So Snake
It's
was
unlocked.
there, Santa was there, Ace
Yeah,
was
I
obviously
didn't go to the
there.
library. What? Just how casually cheery they are all of a
No,
sudden?
you just casually go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just continuing.
And
So
roll.
Ace was there.
Yeah. Let's go.
Ace was there, Snake was there, Santa was there. Clover was in a different building, but she was connected to it.
You found it.
We don't know how Junpei is connected to this.
I don't know how Lotus is connected to this either.
June is somehow connected to this. 7 is connected to it. Clover might have been the girl with the ponytail. And 9.
No,
obviously.
Clover was in
No,
the other
Clover-
Or I
building.
mean, not Clover. Not Clover. Lotus. Sorry. Lotus might have been the girl with the ponytail.
9 years ago, and all of a sudden we're calling her old.
To be fair, 7's the one that called her old, not us.
Everybody's calling her. If anything,
Yeah.
if that's the case, 7 is thinking ancient.
Yeah.
If Lotus is quote unquote old, how old is she?
It doesn't say.
9 years ago.
It never says.
Probably around the same age as
It never
Junpei.
says.
What, 23?
She's probably around the same age as Junpei.
Anyway, they stumbled back into the library.
Huh. I think the shaking
But
stopped.
they said that
Would seem so.
Santa was in
We are
the
yet
middle
to
of
be out of
puberty
danger.
during that time, so I would guess 13 bare minimum. In that case,
Yeah,
he
but
would be 22 now.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
And I'm going
Let's
to
go.
assume that's the age range for everyone else.
Yeah.
Right across the hallway. Well, not 7, obviously.
mean,
and
they-
not Hongo,
They
obviously.
did say
Well,
that
not
he,
7, no,
it
no.
did say that he was the older, or I think that he was like he looked older than the rest of them. So the other ones are probably like a few years younger, like maybe around 10 or 11.
So essentially, these are college students
Yeah.
getting put through a decade.
Correct.
Yes.
So like,
So
It
yeah,
is.
but-
It
but
did
the other
specifically.
kids would
I'm
be
pretty sure it did
22-ish.
specifically say that Junpei is a college student. I'm pretty sure it did,
Oh,
did
yeah,
specify
yeah,
that.
And then
But then, how did Lotus work as a cybersecurity person, like, before her late 20s?
if she was in
If
fact
Lotus really is a
older,
ponytail girl.
it looked like it because I thought that in one of the pictures the girl with the ponytail had blue hair. But I could be wrong. I don't know. That's just a
Hey, Junpei.
Yeah, I know.
I'm continuing.
that's
Guys.
just a theory.
I'm continuing, guys.
Yeah.
We're allowed to theorize.
You are allowed to theorize,
Alex,
and I'm
let
not
us-
going to say anything.
let us conspire.
Okay.
Well, I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom.
It's open.
Should we
Okay.
wait? Should we pause or?
Yeah, we can pause.
Keep going. You catch me up when I get back.
Okay. Let's open. Out of the library and into the hallway they ran. At the end of the hallway was a door. Junpei reached it into his pocket and pulled out the keys. He ran.
Okay, Neptune key. Let's see if you work.
Turned it.
Yes, I think it unlocked.
Lock
I'd be
clicked.
surprised if
As
it didn't.
one, they shoved the door and poured through it. Ooh. In front of them was another great metal door. Above it was a metal plaque.
It says incinerator. So this is the incinerator.
It's all coming together.
First time I've seen it from this side, but yeah, I think so.
Then there ought to be a lever near the door. Yeah, right here.
Junpei ran up to it.
Pull that and the door should open.
Hold on. One thing I'm not sure. I thought that I was under the impression that if siblings were in the experiment, then one of them had to be in one building and the other one had to be in the other. Like that they were supposed to be separated.
Pull the lever. Not that lever. I don't know how the line goes.
I don't know.
Let's put a lever pump. Wrong lever.
That's the one.
Oh, right.
Wrong lever.
That's
Motor in the door groaned and slowly opened. There was no time to
Let's
waste. Let's go. As soon as the door had opened far enough to admit them, all four dashed through.
I would look in
And
first.
suddenly, there before them were the four who they'd parted from earlier. Ace and Lotus stood in front of the number 9 door. Oh.
No.
Santos
Oh,
closed
what
the
did I just come back to?
Okay, so we went through we went through the Neptune key door, and it led us into the outside of the incinerator room, and we opened the incinerator, and we found the other four are in here. And Santos
Okay.
curled into a ball.
Gotcha.
And then there was June. She slumped up against the wall, exhausted.
I'm not surprised.
What's going on?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Junpei ran towards June, obviously. Skid threw something in front of her and knelt down.
Are you okay?
Her face was pale and her lips dry. When she spoke, he could barely hear her.
You came to get me.
Of course I did. I made a promise.
I'm so glad you're here. So glad.
She mumbled the same words over and over, weakly. June could feel his heart breaking.
What happened to you?
I'm fine. I just fainted. I wasn't feeling very good. I'm feeling a lot better now.
Are
you sure?
If this is
if this is a lot better, you must have been on death's door earlier.
I'm sure I'll be fine. You shouldn't worry about me.
She was looking towards Santa. Junpei turned to look as well.
Santa.
I want to know what is going on with the other two.
Yeah.
Seven grabbed him by the collar and roared at him.
Hey, where is it? Where's the gun? You hiding somewhere?
He ate it.
Despite himself, a grunt of pain escaped Santa's lips, and Seven shook him. As Seven shook him.
I got sucker punched and they took the gun.
What? Who took it?
What? Isn't that obvious?
I took the gun.
And we're back to this.
And
we're back to
Shoot!
He did indeed have the revolver in his hands. It was pressed against Lotus's temple.
Yeah.
The temple's a little bit higher up on the head, though.
Close enough.
Yeah, close enough. Had it pinned up against both arm, and she was shaking visibly. Her fiery attitude was gone, replaced by fear. She didn't dare speak. There was sweat on her forehead, and when her eyes weren't flickering up to the gun pressed against her, they seemed desperately wanting to say something.
Just what the hell do you think you're doing, Ace? Or maybe I ought to say Gentaro Hongo, CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
Seven's deep baritone rumble shook the walls. He sneered.
You have me at a disadvantage, and I don't like that. You know me, but I don't know you. Any idea how much I've suffered? Can you even begin to understand my pain?
The pain of prosopagnosia, right?
Junpei's voice was casual, or at least it was trying to be.
Another irritating insect. And how do you know that?
Good question.
Junpei couldn't say. He just knew. Another inexplicable mystery.
If you don't want to answer, it makes no difference to me. This is a waste of time anyway. It's time for me to go.
Behind Ace, Junpei could see the red. It was placed in the small indentation in the wall. Quickly, Ace placed his hand on the scanner.
First is one. Give me your hand.
That was a sound.
was
It,
a
beat, it beats, and he forced Lotus' hand onto it as well.
8. And with this,
Then at last, he reached the pocket of his jacket. He pulled something out and pressed it up against the panel. Third asterisk appeared on the red.
9.
The thing he'd used for the final verification was the bracelet with the number 9.
The ninth man. Kubota's bracelet.
Except for the fact that didn't we figure out that
I
didn't
believe I've
that
won.
June's was 9?
Yeah.
Is his also 9
about
then? I
that.
guess.
His smirk made Junpei's blood
I've
boil.
had quite a time playing with you. I must thank Zero, I suppose.
Wait, what? Ace doesn't know who Zero is.
Junpei's eyes flickered toward Santa. He hadn't moved since they entered the room. Santa was still holding his stomach and groaning as if in immense pain. Junpei wasn't sure if it was real pain, but he wasn't sure it wasn't either.
The hell are you claiming, Santa?
At any rate, this game ends now. I will escape, and the rest of you will have a slightly less pleasant ending. I suggest you enjoy your final moments. Goodbye.
Ace, of course, paid no heed to Seven's request and laid hold of the lever on the red. With a sickening sense of finality, he pulled it.
How could he pull it with and
His
Yeah,
elbow.
that's right.
His elbow.
I guess, and hold Lotus and
The gun at the same time.
yeah, it's not opening.
Didn't have dialogue? Okay, why is it opening?
One more time.
Lotus tried to take advantage of Ace's confusion and managed to twist herself out of his grasp, but at the last second he grabbed hold of her wrist and shoved it onto the red.
Now open.
With the number 9 bracelet and then his own bracelet as well. Hold the lever a second time.
No! What is this? Why? That digital route should be 9. It has to be 9. Then why? Why isn't it opening?
Pants.
Error. Fear and confusion had overridden all other thoughts. He had set down the revolver. It was just below the red.
Now.
7 chose that moment to act. He moved faster, far faster than any man of his bulk should have been able to. He launched that bulk straight at Ace. Dots, dots. It was over before they knew it.
Spear!
In the blink of an eye, Ace was on the floor. He rolled on his side, groaning in pain. Lotus ran straight for Junpei. She darted around behind him and stuck her head out, making sure to keep Junpei between herself and Ace.
Somebody grabbed the gun.
Ew, that was... yeah.
Somebody grabbed the gun.
Don't mention it.
Genuine kindness towards 7 from Lotus.
Yeah. 7 stood over Ace, his breathing slow and heavy.
Clutch ain't enough of this piece of shit. After what he did 9 years ago, I ought to rip him to pieces.
Do it!
But if a suspect can't talk, they ain't much good. Once he's locked up in a cell, we're gonna have a little chat. 9 years ago? Then you must be. Yeah, you finally figured it out, dumbass.
Make sure you knock him out.
Ace planted his hands on the floor and shook his head.
Break his fingers.
Junpei walked towards him.
Yeah, stomp his fingers.
Break his kneecaps.
Stopped and looked down at
Steal
Ace
his
with pity
kneecaps.
on his face.
You killed Kubota, Nijisaki, and Musashido, didn't you?
Wait, Nijisaki?
He peered at Junpei, genuinely confused.
Oh, right. You don't know yet. All right. We'll just go through them in order then. Let's start off with Kubota.
Call back to reenactment time.
To Kubota.
You talked to Kubota and managed to convince him to go through. Yeah.
You killed him without making it look like you killed him. The way I figure it, you had 4 motives. 1.
Okay, we're going through this whole thing.
We are going through this whole thing.
Number 9 is dangerous.
You want to make sure that he
Number
was-
9 is dangerous.
Just join whatever team they wanted.
Okay. Let's get
Adding
figuring
9
this
to
out.
any number doesn't change the digital.
And so on.
It means that number 9 could do whatever you wanted to remove that threat as soon as possible. 2.
It's funny because this is actually exactly how it was described by Ace when Ace was doing this. Does this sound familiar?
So
Yeah,
that
it
Wait, you
does.
described it for
Yeah,
me?
Ace described his 4 motives
Oh, okay.
in the previous timeline.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
you
And it's like, how did you know this? I don't know.
Nijisaki.
He just responds, good question.
Call it intuition.
Yeah, man.
3. Even if his number hadn't been 9, Kubota was a problem. He knew your past. He knew what had happened 9 years before. You needed to silence him before he told anyone. 4. But last, and perhaps the most disturbing, you used Kubota as a test. You wanted to know how serious this nonary game was. Was it truly life or death, or simply a harmless prank? You convinced him to break the rules so you could see what would happen. That was why you killed Kubota. But he was only the first. Next was Nijisaki. While everyone was off looking for the missing parts for the Reds, you ran into Nijisaki near the big hospital room. However,
Yeah.
No,
Yep.
Yeah, that's
you
a...
didn't realize he was Nijisaki. Chiefly because, when you met him, he was dressed like Snake. That was why you thought Nijisaki was Snake.
No, that's not... That was Nijisaki? Why? How did...
I'll get to that. Anyway, you thought he was Snake. Snake was one of the kids in your experiment 9 years ago. You remembered him because he was the blind kid. But his presence made you think. Snake was one of my subjects 9 years ago. He probably hates me. But if that's true, why isn't he saying anything? Is he keeping quiet because he can't see? Or perhaps he's working with Zero to get revenge on me. Whatever the reason, anyone who knows my past is a threat. Before he tries anything, I need to get rid of him.
He's just doing this basically
I know,
word
right?
for word from the previous timeline. Oh man.
The murder weapon was Kubota's bracelet. You just waved it over the red. Verified your own number and then grabbed Nijisaki's arm and forced it over the scanner panel. Then, when the door opened, you kicked him in. 9 seconds later, the door closed. And then 81 seconds passed. And poor Nijisaki was dead.
Dots. Put some emphasis behind that word. Jeez.
Say, Snake is still alive?
Sorry to disappoint
turns
you,
him.
but I'm as good as new.
Dots.
Thank you for killing the wrong man. But I can't say I like knowing that you wanted me dead. Although, to be honest, even if you hadn't tried to kill me, I would still hate you very much.
I mean, yeah.
Obviously.
Well,
You gonna
I
get me
wouldn't
again?
blame you.
Ace's self-derision was frustrating. But Junpei kept his emotions in check and continued.
Last but not least, let's talk about Musashido's death. When Clover and I were investigating the chart room, you came over to talk to me. Do you remember what you said?
Oh, a pocket watch. Might I take a look at it?
I handed it to you, and you left the room. You had been in charge of the Nonary project. Of course you would have known the solution to every puzzle. Which would mean that you also knew how to get out of the wheelhouse. All you had to do was place the watch in the indentation on the door to unlock it. With the door open, you could enter the captain's quarters. Musashido was there. Conveniently placed next to him was an axe that practically begged you to kill him with it. You picked up that axe and buried the blade deep in the other man's chest.
I remember this part.
One blow was all it took.
I think this was while we were talking to Clover and figuring out that Santa was still alive.
Probably.
Yeah, we never actually learned this part.
You
Yeah.
mean Snake. You mean Snake.
Oh, Snake. That Snake was still alive.
Yeah.
I keep saying the wrong name.
That's okay.
There was something I wanted to speak with you about. Could you come with me for a moment?
I had no reason to say no, so I followed you to the wheelhouse. When we stepped inside, remember how you slipped your hand into the vest? You pulled out a piece of paper, the one I used to cheat during the vote. That wasn't really what you
Everyone else was, what, you cheated?
You're just
Slip the watch into my pocket.
It wasn't a very good plan. I way too many holes. Someone saying the wrong thing could have brought it all down around you. You must have been desperate. What made you willing to risk it all to do it? Ace.
That was the only thing Junpei hadn't been able to figure out.
Bushido's murder is the only one I don't understand. You obviously did it. But why?
Because of this.
Slowly, Ace reached down and pulled something out of his pocket. It was a folded piece of paper.
Just read it.
Dots. Junpei took it and opened it. Opened it. This is what it said.
Number one. There are two ways you might survive this ordeal. The first is to win the Nona game. The second is for you to confess your sins of 9 years past. I have prepared a camera at the captain's quarters. The images captured by that camera will be streamed through a satellite and distributed across the world. Simply look into the camera and repent. Once you've confessed everything, I will release you from this ship. To make your confession more credible, I have left you a witness in the captain's quarters. Perhaps he will confess with you. The decision is yours. Do as you please. Zero.
Dots.
When I awoke,
That would explain the camera in there.
I found that in my pocket. That was why I chose to run before. If I went through that door, I knew I could get to the captain's quarters. As you said, I knew how to enter the wheels. My plan was to find the pocket watch before anyone else. If I could, then my alibi would be set. At least, that was the plan. Unfortunately for me, You got to be first. That sleight of hand is the best I can manage, you should notice.
You meant to kill him from the beginning then? Musashido, I mean.
I only knew Musashido as a witness after I reached the captain's quarters. I asked him, and he answered. He seemed groggy. Perhaps he had only just awoken from sedation. I suppose Nijisaki was in much the same state. He seemed confused and disoriented when I encountered him. But yes, you are correct. I intended to kill him from the beginning, even though I didn't know who he was. I proceeded to the captain's quarters in order to remove his so-called witness.
Ace confessed everything. What energy he had left with him was the truth, and he sagged on his knees. Although he had confessed, his sins were not forgiven. Dots. Junpei felt revulsion for the pathetic man on the floor near his feet, but in among the revulsion was a hint of pity. After all, Ace had not been the only person who murdered those three men. Junpei spoke quietly.
You figured it out, haven't you? You were being manipulated.
Yes, so it would seem. It was little more than a puppet. In many ways, everywhere I went, everything was already prepared. The Reds in the large hospital were dismantled. Nijisaki was dressed like Snake. There was an axe in the captain's quarters. Musashido was delirious from the anesthetic, so he couldn't fight back. Nijisaki as well. In retrospect, I can't understand how I could have fallen into such a simple trap. But yes, this was a trap. It was Zero's trap.
Means, yeah, Zero was also killing them.
Yeah.
Everything he wanted me to do.
Yeah. By manipulating you, Zero was able to kill 3 people and keep the blood off his own hands. All of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this Notre Dame happened. Am I right? Santa?
Junpei looked over at Santa. As Junpei spoke, he stood up, his legs still shaky.
Huh? What the hell are you talking about? I don't know any...
Ain't no point trying to play dumb with Santa. Actually, I guess I should call you Aoi Kurashiki.
Seven's face was sad as he spoke.
Remember came back to me, kid. You're Aoi Kurashiki. No doubt about it. Never thought I'd be back in this room talking to you. But hey, I guess this was all part of your plan, right? After all, the person who planned the murder killed this time around was Zero. And Zero's you.
It's like you really do have your memories back, huh?
Santa's smile was sarcastic and something else.
Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it then, huh? Yeah, you got me. I'm Aoi Kurashiki. I was one of the kids in the Nori game 9 years ago. I made it out. So did Snake over there. But there's
I wonder
one
why
thing.
he
I guess there's
hid
2
that,
things you
though.
got wrong. Number 1, I ain't Zero.
What?
I wonder why he hid, but I wonder why he hid that he was in the experiment for so long.
I don't know.
Sure, I was helping Zero out, but I'm really more of an assistant, like a secretary. But an assistant's only an assistant. I didn't come up with all this. All I did was follow Zero's orders. Then, if you're not Zero, who is? Calm down there, Junpei. Can I say 2 things? You made one more mistake. Junpei, you just said all of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this no-ring game happened. But that's not it. Revenge isn't the only purpose. There's another reason you guys were playing the no-ring game.
Can you save at some point?
I should save. You're correct.
We're so far deep into it. Hold on.
Saving. Yes, I want to save. Thank you very much. Please. Yes. Don't return to... No. Don't return to the title screen. There we go.
Save someone? Right. You were brought here to help my sister. Save Kane.
What the hell are you talking about? Akane Kurashiki
So he's not dead?
years ago in this room. I was there. I saw...
Suddenly, Seven froze. His eyes went wide as dinner plates, and he spun around toward June. Junpei followed his gaze.
What?
She was gone. Where June had been, there was nothing.
Where is she? Where's Akane Kurashiki?
Simon began to mumble to himself a strange series of words strung together as if his mind wasn't functioning properly. His face was twisted with effort as though he were struggling with something they couldn't see. He gritted his teeth and pressed his hands against the sides of his head.
My head. My head. Feels like it's gonna pop.
7.
Ooh, my phone is dying. Give me a sec.
Give you a sec.
I mean, give me a sec.
You can't do this to us.
I can and I will.
Oh gosh.
I can
Why didn't you
and I
just do this in the
will.
first place?
Yeah.
Because I was trying to be economic about it. I don't know. Cord. There we go. Alright.
I don't know what's. Oh! I swear to God, my head feels like it's about to explode!
From somewhere far away, they all heard a deep, heavy noise. Sounded like a tremendous wheel slowly beginning to turn. Santa seemed to have entered an almost trance-like state. His words were calm and measured.
What was the Norway Project? I'm sure you know already, but I'll tell you one more time. It was a project designed to test a particular phenomenon. What was that phenomenon? For two organisms to communicate with one another in the absence of physical contact. The morphogenetic field theory. Could human beings use these invisible fields to exchange information? That was what this experiment was conducted to determine. There were two separate locations. One was the Gigantic, and the other was a building in Nevada called Building Q. The 9 children trapped in Building Q were faced with numerous puzzles, copies of identical ones in the Gigantic. They were told to send their answers into the morphic field set and transmit them to their brothers and sisters in the Gigantic. The transmitters were put in Building Q, and the receivers were put on the Gigantic. Each sibling pair was supposed to be split up.
Yeah, it was sibling pairs.
There was a mistake.
Was it supposed to be?
Connie was a transmitter. She should have been in Building Q. However, for some reason, she was placed in the Gigantic with receivers like me. Perhaps she was mistaken for someone who was supposed to be in Group A. Whatever the case, Akane ended up in the Gigantic. I think I've told you enough. You get it, don't you? I'm pretty sure you know where this is going, Junpei. What is going? Don't play dumb. You know things you shouldn't. Things you couldn't. How did you know Ace had prosopagnosia? How did you know why Ace wanted to kill Kubota and how Nichisaki was killed? Were you surprised when you found out Ace was Hongo? And what about the coffin Snake was trapped in? How the hell did you open it? Well, that's...
The answer to that is easy. He knew because I knew. Junpei was receiving information that I sent to him through the morphic field set. It's simple, really. Elementary, my dear Watson. How do I know the alternate futures, then? Imagine a river that splits in two like an upside-down Y.
I would like to know who's talking.
A river flows from the top to the bottom, from a single point in single stream into two branches. It only flows in one direction. It can never flow backward. Information is the same way. It moves from the past to the future, but never flows backwards. That's why people at the river's source in the past will never know things about those downstream in the future. But the people downstream will never know about the one another either.
So he's a receiver, but he wasn't there, and so he's receiving information from back then?
But from who?
Information only flows along the path of the river. But I am different.
Whoa!
I can manipulate the morphic field set to pluck knowledge from the future. I know what happens on either fork of the river, even though the people on either fork know nothing about one another. Now, who am I?
That's what we'd all like to know.
I am I, the 9th letter of the alphabet. But I am also 0. No, that's not true. I'm not really 0. Not yet. Perhaps you could say I am less than 0.
Okay.
0 is my future. In 9 years, I will be 0.
What is happening?
Wait a second.
I love this game so much. Now you guys know why I needed to show you guys this game.
So-
Where did she go?
Wait,
Yeah,
hold on.
it's got to be Akane.
So let's get this straight. Somebody went.
Where did you go?
Santa!
Wise Clover? Oh crap.
Freeze.
I said get the gun!
Santa's got the gun. Guess he picked it up when we weren't watching. Looks like he's turned tables on Ace, though. Wonder how he likes having a gun to his head. Sure isn't about to take that gun, sure isn't about to take that gun off him for a minute, is he? There we go. Ace isn't putting up any kind of fight. I mean, I don't think he would. Don't think he would either, but he just looks drained. I guess he's going for the door, huh? He doesn't need to verify to go through that door, but
Hey, what's your plan, Santa? What are you doing?
he can't get through any number of doors with just 2 people. What the heck is he thinking?
Didn't I tell you? I'm Santa Claus. It's time for me to go make a wish come true.
That's it? That's all he's gonna give us? The heck does that even mean? Heck, they're out. And now the gate's shut. Looks like the rest of us are stuck in here. They're all looking at me. At least Seven's headache is gone. He seems to be alright. Well, I guess there's no harm in trying. See if this door still opens.
Well, looks like this door isn't opening anytime soon.
You mean we're trapped?
So it would seem.
What the hell is Santa trying to do?
Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh, what?
Have you considered where we are? There can really only be one thing
Yeah.
Santa can do now.
No, you can't be serious.
I don't know why he would do it
He
though.
wouldn't.
Oh, buddy, his crap. We gotta do something.
He wouldn't.
I don't know why he would. None of us had anything to do with
And
it.
we can still get out through the door 9. There's the red. Yeah, it's alright. We got this. I just gotta... No, it's not gonna work. There's no way. 5 of us can't open this door. Even 8. Isn't there any combination that'll work?
Well, if only 5 of us here, then
Sure, why not? I don't think I'm gonna need them ever again. Well, she certainly looks purposeful. Looks like she's writing equations, a lot of them. Huh? Oh man, she doesn't look very happy. What? Hey, you don't even bring out the pages like that? Jeez.
How you doing, Clover? Give me that.
Alright, at least 7 got it away from her. Maybe now I can take a look at what she was writing. Let's see.
yeah.
She's writing every single combination. Oh, there's one combination. But it doesn't involve Lotus.
What? There's no other way.
Lotus. Looks like she's figured it out, though. Man, this is just too cruel.
Go.
Lotus.
Come on, you know we can't do that.
Don't give me that. I'm sure you'd love to get rid of me.
God damn it, you idiot!
Whoa, where the heck did that come from? Looks like she expected that about as much as I did.
If you're not... Look, it ain't me bad, alright?
For a cop, he sure doesn't have much confidence.
Yeah. If there weren't assholes like you around, I'd be out of a job.
Huh?
Look, I'm just not leaving you behind, alright? End of story.
7.
He's right. I'm not leaving you either.
Me too.
Yeah, we band together.
Honestly, think I abandoned you, did you?
You're all idiots.
Act as tough as you want, Lotus. We can see her. I'll see her about to cry.
That being said, however, I doubt we would be able to open the door anyway, even if we were to leave Lotus behind. I trust you remember what happened to Ace. I couldn't see exactly what happened, but I was able to guess what he was attempting to do earlier at the red.
Oh, yeah. No! What is this? Why? The digital room should be 9! It has to be 9! Then why? Why isn't it opening?
Just to see. Why don't we give it a shot?
Give it a shot.
Yes, that is what I said.
Alright. Dots.
You're right.
It ain't opening.
But it did open 9 years ago. The digital route was 9 then, I'm sure of it. You think maybe they changed the settings?
Perhaps.
Crap. If we don't get through the door, we can't get out. Walls are way too high. There's no way in heck we can get to that hole that 7 popped out of 9 years ago. All we can do now is stare at this door with a 9 on it. Guess this is it. This is the end. Dots, dots.
No.
Akane vision.
I was watching. I had watched everything that was reflected in his eyes. I was listening. Every sound that vibrated in his eardrums I heard. Smell, taste, touch. Felt everything he felt. I knew everything about him. What he was thinking, what he was feeling, what he was sensing. All of his feelings and worries and fears became mine. My mind, my consciousness was inside of him. Through the morph field set where we were resonant and we were as one. I was him and at the same time I was an observer. Dots. We're doing this way earlier than I thought we were supposed to be. So, it started with a tremendous cloud noise like a clap of thunder. That was approximately 9 hours ago. A bomb had gone off in the ship we were on. That was when my resonance with him began. My resonant event melted into him and we became one. Inside of Junpei. Somehow I found myself in Junpei's mind 9 years in the future. But I didn't lose myself. I was living in 2 realities at once. One was the present, and the other was the future. Perhaps you can think of it as 2 movies showing on the same screen at the same time. Eventually, it became difficult to separate them and determine which movie is which. However, if I concentrated, I was able to focus on one or the other. That was why I was able to grasp what was happening in front of me.
Come on, over here!
That was my brother Aoi. He was yelling. I followed him. Around me were 7 other children. They all looked like they were about my age. Ran down a long straight hallway and burst into a large hospital room. Everyone was arguing. 2 of the boys got into a fist fight. A girl watched them begin to cry. I want to go home, she cried. I want to go home. Another girl slapped the crying girl and glared down at her. It has been 2 hours since the wintry game began. We were starting to fall apart. But just when all hope was lost. What? What's so funny about that?
Slapping. Small girls crying. And another girl comes by and slap the rest of them. Says, shut up.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, boy. Wait a second. So, actually, no, I want to save my questions.
Okay.
Till the end.
But just when all hope seemed lost, Light started talking. He was blind. 9 years later, we would call him Snake.
Hello? Everyone? Could you come over here for a moment?
He was older than most of us, and his voice had authority and dignity. The fights died down, and we gathered around him.
I have a little sister. She is very important to me. Right now, she is over at Building Q and is desperately trying to send information over to me. Her name is Clover, and today is her 9th birthday.
As he spoke, he pulled something from his pocket.
Of course it's really nice.
And in his hands were 9 4-leaf clovers.
I was going to give these to her as a birthday present. I was outside picking them when I was abducted. I'm sure I've already told you, but I am blind. For a man who can't see, collecting 9 of a very specific plant is, well, it is difficult. My sister means a great deal to me, and I hope that these would show her how much I cared for her. Since it's her 9th birthday, I thought 9 4-leaf clovers would be appropriate. Every one of you has a brother or a sister in Building Q with Clover. For their sake, we have to survive. We have to get off this ship. Do you understand? If we're going to do that, there are 3 things you have to remember. We need trust and love, and we have to have faith in one another. If we can take all 3 of those to heart, then I promise that good luck will come our way.
Oh, is that why he doesn't like the 3 phrases?
Mean faith, trust, love, and luck. Those words are leaf words. So if you believe what I've told you, and you understand, then I want you each to have one of these. They're a promise between friends.
He gave a clover to each of us, and I took one too. Eventually, he was left with only a single 4-leaf clover. He had one last thing to say.
Don't ever forget, so long as you have
Uh-oh, just
we'll
going through
always
everything.
be connected. Do you understand?
When he finished, the tension of only a few minutes before was gone. We were calm. Dots.
Discord's frozen for me.
Oh no, Discord!
There we go.
Is it back?
Yeah, Discord is doing a thing.
Uh-oh. Game. What? Come on. Uh-oh, guys, the game isn't opening up for me. Is it blank on the stream? On the stream?
Not on the stream, it's just paused at the same.
Uh-oh. Guys, we're having technical difficulties.
No, not the technical difficulties.
Heck. This is the worst place to have to do this.
Are you kidding me?
But give me a sec.
Oh my gosh.
Technical difficulties.
Give me a sec.
And that picture's very apt for the moment.
It is indeed.
There it goes. It appeared on the video. Yeah. No.
Okay, so turn this game back on. Yes.
Good thing we just saved pretty recently, huh?
Yeah, recently was pretty recently.
Yeah.
It was pretty recent.
Okay. Zero escape. Transition. Game. Alright, let's see if the stream's working now. Hey, there we go. So anyway, continue. Resume.
Don't you need to re-stream it to Discord though?
No, it's still streaming to Discord. I had it set to my screen. So we have to do some spacebar mashing.
It was a little bit.
We have to do some spacebar mashing. I'm sorry.
We can skip.
No, we can't.
Oh right, because it didn't say.
Go ahead and say what you were gonna say.
No, I will not. I'm gonna save it.
You're gonna save it?
For once the review happens.
Okay.
Like I finally
Oh man. I'm mashing the space bar. I'm mashing the space bar. Back to here. He's gone. And Clover has a gun.
You mean Santa has a gun?
I mean Santa, what did I say?
Clover.
Gosh dang it. Clover was on the screen when I said it, so... Or well, she was on the screen for a second before he said that.
But can't you just hold down spacebar?
No. No, mash the spacebar.
Sticky keys.
Sticky keys. Thankfully it's not sticky keys.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry guys, this has happened. We're professionals, don't worry about it.
Are we?
No.
No.
But to be fair, this is less an issue of professionalism and more an issue of technical difficulties. And there's not much you can do about technical difficulties.
If we were professional, we would have saved more recently.
Yeah. You know why we were able to rectify technical difficulties so quickly? You know why we were able to rectify these
Because we're
technical
professionals?
Well, that.
Because we saved recently?
And also, we are using Alienware.
No. Oh my gosh. Stop trying to get us sponsored. That being said, Alienware. If you legitimately do want to sponsor me, go for it.
One of the best.
Reach out.
One of the best computer gaming companies.
I am using an Alienware.
In the world.
I mean, Alienware isn't its own company, I don't think.
Oh,
or I think it might be a subsidiary, maybe. But it's Dell is the company.
Well,
this is the head company.
Dell and Alienware have made great computers. And this speed at which we're able to zoom past all these cutscenes only made possible.
Yes, this space bar is durable. I've been
know.
smashing it like no one's business.
My gosh.
Look at how durable this space bar is. This is the end. Then we go into Akane Vision.
Akane Vision.
Yay. So anyway, I would like to save.
Yes, save so we don't have to do
Please.
that again.
Yes. Okay. No, I don't want to go back to the title screen. Please, thank you. She watched everything. She could feel everything. It was 100% resonance.
Indeed.
Oh.
Bomb.
So she was on the ship 9 years ago?
Yes. She was indeed. So anyway, Light is talking. The person that we now know as Snake. I think his name is Light for irony's purposes, I think.
Probably.
Because he's blonde.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're now.
Uh-oh.
You went one too far.
No.
That's fine, that's fine.
Just assume that they continued on and made it to the.
Give me a sec, I got this.
Yeah.
I got this, hold on.
Are you? That's the not.
That's the wrong port. That's the port. I got this, guys. What did we miss? We were calm at the we ran the ship for longer and opened several doors until we finally found the number 9 door. In fact, there were 2 doors like it. I'm just plugging my controller in at this point. Screw it.
What controller is it?
It's a off-brand Xbox One, Xbox 360 controller. It's an off-brand. It's Play Gaming Accessories. A Play, I think. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, we split in 2 groups and walked through the doors. I'm not quite sure why you wanted to go into the incinerator room. That was probably a poor decision. Before long, we all found ourselves in a room with a ceiling that looked like an upside-down funnel. For some reason, this room had only another number 9 door, but this time there was only 1. But if there was only 1, that means only 5 people could escape.
What are we gonna do? There aren't any other doors.
We began to panic. Then, as if things had not gotten bad enough already,
Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
Uh-oh.
Incineration
yeah,
emergency.
yep.
What? What's happening? What did that thing say? That didn't sound good.
My brother always swallowed hard and answered,
I think it means this room is gonna burn.
Burn!
The plaque on the door says incinerator, and it will say that the incineration is about to start. And incinerate means to burn.
yes, thank you.
We're gonna be toast. Barbecue
Abject
chicken.
terror filled the room, and as everyone began to scream and cry, every pair of eyes were filled with despair. Then, and somewhere out there, Monokuma is chuckling to himself. He's like, yes, despair. High up on the wall, a door opened and a man appeared. He was a huge, frightening mountain of a man, as large as a bear. 9 years later, we would call him 7.
I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. I'm an detective. I'm here to rescue you.
Dots. The rest happened just as 7 had said it did. 4 of us, 2 stayed behind, were saved by 7. Oh yeah, 5 of them went through and the 4 were left. We crawled through the vent away from the incinerator and slid down to the hall. We came out on the other side of door 9. On the wall opposite the door was a set of double doors. We went through these and began to run up the spiral stairs. As we ran, I led the way. Behind me were Nona, my brother Aoi, Snake, and 7. The other children, the ones who'd gone through door 9 before us, were up ahead. I could hear them cheering each other on. We ran and ran and ran. Leapt across as many stairs as we could and kept running. Stairs spiraled upward toward like a tornado. Eventually, I pulled ahead of the rest. Perhaps Nona had slowed them down. I didn't want to lose them, so I slowed down as well. I didn't stop, but I glanced over my shoulder from time to time to see if they'd caught up. That was when I realized.
Where is it? Did I drop Jumpy's present?
I knew I'd had it with me when I passed through the vent. Then I had dropped it as he slid out. I had to go back. I had to. But I knew I couldn't tell the others. They wouldn't stop me. I was sure of that. I didn't stop to think. I simply moved. I ran to the central hall, the room that connected to all the areas of the ship. I hid in the shadows, and moments later, I felt a rush of wind as they ran past me up the staircase. Dots. I waited until they were out of sight.
Like,
then I ran.
It's touching. It's like, oh, I need to go get back and get this present. But that was not the time for that.
I moved as quietly as I could, down and down and down. Finally, I reached the bottom deck.
Kids.
I ran into the hallway and looked around frantically. It was just where I thought it would be, sitting under the opening of the vent. I ran over inside from the floor, but as I ran back toward the stairs and freedom, the door to the incinerator opened and a man stepped out. It was Hongo, Gentaro Hongo. 9 years later, we would call him Ace.
How wonderful to see you decided to come back.
Smiled made my blood run cold. It looked mechanical, as if someone had simply pulled the corners of his mouth.
We must continue the experiment.
I shook my head, eyes wide. Slowly I began to walk backwards. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps.
Ooh.
Then I spun around and broke into a run. Felt Hongo's hand close over my left wrist.
I said, come with me.
There was an edge of insanity in his voice now. I pulled as hard as I could.
Stop! Let go of me! Let go!
I shook my body and flailed my arms, trying desperately to let Hongo, get Hongo to let go of me. But I was still only a child. I was no match for a man like Hongo.
Stop struggling like that. Do as I tell you.
Sheesh. He heaved on my arm, trying to pull me into the incinerator. I screamed.
Somebody help me!
Then suddenly, the door to the stairs flew open, and Brother Alway burst out from it. Behind him came Seven and Snake. Look on me. He cried out my name as he leapt towards Hongo.
You came back!
I cried out, but then
You're too late, idiot.
Hongo threw his full weight against my arm, pulling us both into the incinerator. The force of it threw me to the floor. I scrambled to my feet and looked toward the opening, the open door, the open number 9 door. Hongo stood between it and me, but behind him I could see my brother, his fists clenched. But those fists never reached Hongo. And then all of a sudden there was some sports information. Fantasy football or something, I don't know. With a cold, heartless screech of metal on metal, the
Nice,
door
you just
slammed
save
shut.
again.
That's a good idea. Hongo glanced at me mechanically. His face registered that there was an object there, but not anything he would consider a human being. Then he turned away and walked toward the red and sat next to the door. He reached his pocket, removed 2 bracelets. He waved them both over the scanner panel. 2 asterisks appeared on the red. Checked the screen, tossed the bracelets securely to the floor. What was he doing? What was the point? He made no effort to explain himself, of course. He said nothing at all, and I walked past me as though I were nothing more than a rock by the roadside. A few moments later, two other doors slid shut as well. Faintly, I could hear someone pounding on the door behind me. Turned around and toward the door with the 9. I could hear a voice from the other side of the door. A worried, frightened voice.
Help me!
My throat was already raw, but I screamed as loud as I could. The voice echoed lonely around the empty room.
What can I do? I think I'm trapped in here. He went out the other door.
Then it started again.
The fitness ground fancy test.
Has
About to go underway.
What?
Did you ever see that meme?
No.
You have to say it again.
The fitness gram pacer test?
Fitness what?
The fitness gram pacer test?
Yeah, no, I don't know that.
Guys, we're back to Junpei Vision.
Junpei Vision.
Incineration will begin in 18 minutes.
evacuate the incinerator.
Please evacuate the incinerator immediately. Holy crap, man, I knew what it was gonna say, but this is one heck of a creepy voice.
I knew it.
It started. Santa started the incinerator.
But why? What's his motive for trying
Man,
to kill
I
us?
never
now?
thought I'd hear that dang voice again after 9 years.
What the hell? What the hell? What in God's name are you talking about? It's 9 years this and 9 years that, and when it's not 9 years something, then you're talking about some sort of fucking experiments. You aren't making any sense.
He's gonna thank you.
That's the realest reaction I've seen this entire time.
dots.
And then, if you're not talking about 9 years then, or 9 years there, so talking about experiments or not ice that melts at 96 degrees. It's always something with you people.
Always something.
Or your freaking Funyarimpa.
Oh, how dare you disrespect the Funyarimpa. I promise I'll tell you everything once we get out of here.
Incineration will begin in 17 minutes.
That means right. Incinerate means burn.
Indeed.
What kind of idiot do you think I am? I know what incinerate means.
Well,
Damn it.
I love this. Oh, I love this.
oh my gosh.
You ain't taking no mess with nobody anymore. Somebody tell me.
Otis went from your least favorite character to your favorite character in one fell
You
swoop.
kidding me? My God. Somebody tell them what the hell's going on.
Oh my gosh. Oh, come on. Why not? Uh-oh.
What are you trying to do?
Trying to turn my phone on?
You
Guess
forgot
what?
You forgot to turn it on.
I never turned the battery pack on that I plugged in, which means my phone died.
Uh,
Cool! That's fine. I don't want to ask anything else. Talk about whatever you want. But you have to do something for me. 7, figure this out.
Just shut up and stop this thing.
How?
There has to be some sort of emergency shut up button.
There isn't anything like that.
How the hell do you know?
That was what that's the same thing.
I looked for it 9 years ago.
Yeah, Lotus isn't happy about that. Can't really blame her.
Yeah.
Wait. The floor, it's moving.
Excuse me.
How are we doing this already? We've only had 2 endings. I had to run through this game like 10 times in order to get to this point. How in the world is this happening?
Not 9 times?
No. I almost said 9, but then I chose against it.
Should have just leaned into it.
Yeah, maybe you could have.
That computer can hear.
The heck is that?
Is that a
Akane
vacuum?
Vision.
Is that a vacuum?
What is that?
Oh, I'm so... Okay, this is not nearly as good on this than it is on the DS.
Yeah, I
Because
remember
wanna know what
you telling
happens
me.
on the DS version of this game?
He told me about this.
In the DS version of this game, the top screen is Junpei and the bottom screen is Akane.
Okay, I figured.
And you go through between the
And
two.
you actually like straight up look up and down between the 2 screens of DS. This is not nearly as good.
Well, I like the whole I like the whole flipping from one reality to the other.
You told me that this was in like the 3rd game.
No, this is the first game.
I thought-
It's the 3rd game I played out of the 3 because I didn't play them in order like an idiot.
Oh, because you told me that it was in the 3rd game. I thought that you meant that it was in the 3rd game, not the 3rd one you played. Because he did tell me about this.
Nope. I played the other 2 games on Vita, so that wouldn't have been the thing anyway.
I didn't remember that.
Yeah. What was gonna say?
thought
The
one
floor
of them-
opened and a machine rose up out of it. It looked like a computer. At least it kind of did. There was a monitor, a keyboard, and a cross-shaped device of some kind. Something was about the machine scared me, but I forced myself to walk up to it. I was terrified. Tears poured down my face. I wiped them off even as more took their place and forced myself forward. Finally, I reached it. I looked at the screen. It was blank. All I saw was my own frightened face staring back at me from the glass, drenched in tears. Junpei Vision. All I can see on the screen is a reflection of my own face. I'm looking kind of freaked out right now. I know I'm sweating like crazy, but seeing it kind of drives it home. Okay, Junpei, just calm down, alright? Everything's gonna be... So imagine having a DS and having the exact same screen on both sides, on both screens, but one is Junpei and the other one's Akane.
I did.
Oh man, this is not nearly as good as in the DS version. Oh man. Man, I wish that thing would just shut up.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
Alright, back to this thing. It's only showing up now, and it's gotta be important, but what the heck am I supposed to do with it?
Hey, move!
Yeah, these computers.
Ah, hey, we're all tense, lady. That doesn't mean you gotta shove people around. You can shove people around.
There's nothing on the screen though. This is bad. This is really bad. If there's nothing on here, how are we supposed to do anything with it?
Sure, I'll just put some buttons. I'm sure that'll...
What are you doing?
Huh? Well, at least it's on now. It's on the screen, though.
What's this?
What's up?
It looks like some sort of puzzle.
It's got a bunch of numbers and letters scattered across a 555 grid. Numbers range from 1 to 8.
Do you think that if we solve this puzzle, the incinerator will stop? Yeah. Well, we can hope, right?
Alright, puzzle, how do you work? Man, that gosh dang voice again.
Incineration will begin in 13 minutes.
13 minutes. Can we really do this? Water feels like it's gonna pop. My heart was pounding like it was about to explode. I stared at the puzzle on the screen. I was sure I had to solve it somehow, but I had no idea how. My connection to Jumpy had gone for a while. His mind was gone. I couldn't get any more information from him. Felt the seconds tick by as I stared at the screen, completely lost. My cheeks felt hot as tears poured over them. Then I heard a voice. It was muffled. I turned around. Pressed against the window from the entry door was a face, a frightening, evil face. It was Hongo. How long have you been watching me? He was yelling, but his voice was still muffled. His laughter was muffled by the door, but it still tore at my heart like the claws of a vicious monster. Bit my lip and glared at Hongo, struggling to hold back hot tears.
You a terrible person! I hate you!
Oh my! How did you call it children and look at my face? A terrible
I mean,
Very easily.
Very easily.
Quite fair.
I even let you away.
Oh, way out?
All you have to do is solve that puzzle. Do that, and you can stop the incinerator.
What's the point of stopping it? You'll only capture me and make me do this all again. I'm not going to listen to you. If you're just going to throw me back in here, I might as well just die now.
My goodness, how did you listen to anything I said? I told you, I'm a fair man. If you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will in turn activate. If this experiment is really designed results, there must be a chance of success. If you succeed, you won't escape.
The verification function of the red?
And I remembered. Before Hongo left the room, he had scanned 2 bracelets into the red.
So you do remember. That's why there are 2 numbers in the red. The first is 1, and the second is 3. Hey, Akane, what's your number?
I looked down at my left hand. Face on my bracelet showed a 5. Ran to the door with a 9 on it. Grabbed the red and pulled my hand against the scanner panel. Nothing.
You really aren't one for listening, though.
Hear Hongo's muffled voice from across the room.
I've already told you, man. Once you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will activate. In other words, if you haven't solved the puzzle, you can't enter your number. What kind of fool are you?
Just like a 9-year-old
Shut
kid or
up,
something.
you fool.
You fool! Or 10 or something. No,
yeah,
they said
she's older than that.
Surrounded by monkeys.
Yeah, she would be like 11.
Now start the experiment. Solve the puzzle.
I can't! I don't know how!
Of course you don't. Isn't that the point? You understand, don't you? Access the multi-genetic field and find a solution.
I can't!
You will die. You'll burn alive. If you can't hide there in a few minutes, I imagine it will be very painful.
Jeez.
Oh,
He's doing his evil voice.
I love
Oh
this guy.
gosh. His horrible laugh echoed across the room, and even after his face disappeared from the window, I could hear it.
Incineration will begin in 10 minutes.
I was crying. Great gulping sobs broken by hiccups that shook my body. I was terrified. I could feel my fear pressing down on me like a tremendous weight. Somehow I forced my shaking legs to carry me back to the device. Stared at the monitor.
I can't. I just can't. There's
What was I going to do? I didn't know. Didn't even know where to start. Fear scattered my thoughts, and all I could think of was how I was going to die. My palms were sweating, and my blood was boiling in my veins.
Can't you at least give her like an instruction
I couldn't
sheet
breathe.
or something? Like, what are the rules of the puzzle?
The
I
instructions
heard a
is to
roar in
solve
my
the puzzle.
chest, as if it was bound. If it was as if it would pound itself to pieces.
Chum.
Reached into my pocket, wrapped my head around the thing I'd come back to get, the doll Jumpy had given me. At least I had that. I held it tight with both hands and prayed.
Help me! Jumpy! Help me! Help me! Help me! Jumpy! 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 Please! Help me! Jumpy!
Back to GP Vision.
Akane?
Hmm?
Akane?
Who the hell is Akane?
Shut up! Just shut the hell up!
7 and Lotus don't understand. I think Clover and Snake have an idea, though. Clover's looking at me, and I think Snake may have figured it out. No, it doesn't matter. They're in my way. Where'd she go? Maybe over here.
Akane! Akane! Can you hear me? Akane! Say something!
Thoughts. Did break our connection? Swear I just heard her.
Akane! Answer me! Akane!
I'm so upset that this is doing this. It's so much better with the 2 screens.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I spun around. I heard a voice. His voice. I looked around. He wasn't in the room, of course, but I'd heard it so clearly, like he was right there. I screamed as loud as I could.
Akane!
Constantly having to switch back and forth. Oh, that's so upsetting. Imagine it's doing it all at once in the same on the same system. Oh man. That's her. She's there. Then that means.
Akane!
Oh, he didn't say it. Are you an incinerator right now?
Yes, I am! How did you know?
Why do you sound so old?
It's a younger voice, but it's a
No.
simple.
No, I'm talking
Oh,
about-
Akane.
Yeah.
Oh, I think she knows that she had been seeing the vision of him 9 years ago.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, okay.
I can believe he knew that. Now I understand what Santa meant. Right.
You were brought here to help his sister, to save Akane.
I think I get it now.
Oh, I get it.
7
Oh,
minutes.
wait a minute.
Because we're at the top.
Wait a second. Wait a minute. Hold on.
The reason why Junpei is here now is Seven said, okay, so I think that she actually did die. But then 9 years passed, and Seven put him in this in order to...
Not 7.
Not Seven, Santa. Santa put him in here in order to basically reverse it. That way, he would help her in the past.
Wait, but if June all of a sudden just disappeared while she was sitting there because of the fact that she died in the spot, what were we experiencing all up until that point?
I don't know.
I'm gonna keep playing again.
Was it a mirage? A vision?
As quickly as I could, I told him that I had to solve the puzzle in order to stop the incinerator.
Got it!
And I do. Get everything now. At last, I finally understand what all this means. I know why the Nonary game was held today. I know why we were kidnapped and brought here. It was all for this moment. All this was planned out to lead to this one moment. This is insane. I can't believe it, but there's only one possible answer. June is... 0 is... Kane Kurashiki. She recreated the history of the future that she had a glimpse of 9 years ago. She tried to save herself that way 9 years ago. No, she's trying to save herself right now.
Gee, I told you.
That means that there's only one thing for me to do. Even if this is all some sort of insane plan, I will save
Tiny
her.
Wimey.
I
I will
called it.
save Akane Kurashiki.
I called it.
This is
I
a-
told you
I must save her no matter
I
what.
told you I didn't trust that woman. Didn't trust her at the start of the game.
6 minutes.
The voice reminded me of how much time I had left.
Yeah, I know. Just hang on, alright? I promise I'll get you out of there. I'm not gonna let you die. I promise. So don't worry, alright? Just give me a few minutes. Okay.
You don't have very many of those.
You got 6.
My voice shook as I answered. It was hot in the room. Felt like my heart was on fire. 6 minutes or not, my heart burned with my feelings for him. Aww. Dots.
Wait.
Aww.
Yeah.
The heck?
To be fair, she is probably
She's 9.
associating it with the 9-year-old version of him.
Obviously.
She's 9, but he's like 20 something.
In the future, he will
Are
be.
we really doing this right
No,
now?
he is.
In the future.
No, they're currently communicating as.
But
They
one
are.
of them is in the past, and 9 years in the past, and one of them is in 9 years in the future from that point.
Again.
Are we really doing this right now?
No, I'm
Can we
just saying. I'm just
All right,
saying. I'm
time to
just
get to work,
saying.
Junpei. Is Nate talking to them about something? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Get out of my way.
Hey, what are you?
We're saving is what's happening.
Just trust me, okay?
Sorry, Lotus, I didn't mean to snap, but there's a lot more at stake here than your pride. Apologize later, alright? Now let's have a look at this thing. We've got numbers all over this grid. I think the panels are out of order, so I just need to switch these out. Staring at it isn't going to accomplish anything. I'll just have to try it. Think of what it...
All those times before. I'm gonna do this on my own, with my own mind. I'm gonna solve this problem.
Why don't they get everybody else to help?
Run away.
Seek a way out!
If you're not in the way, aren't they smarter than us?
No, not per se.
Alright, so that one's obviously stuck.
So one has to be where it is.
So what is
I'm
it
gonna
we're
use the
trying
mouse.
to...
I'm now using a mouse. I'm unplugging the controller and using a mouse.
So what is it that we're trying to do?
So very good question.
Oh, when in doubt.
When in
Yeah.
doubt, brute force.
There's no twos.
Letters here spell out the word password.
Hmm?
Yeah, it does kind of look like it'll spell out the word password.
Does sort of look like it.
It definitely can, yeah. We have
The
all-
one cannot be moved, everything else can be. So I can basically swap things out.
So put...
8-1 is 9. 7-3 is 9. W is what?
33 or 34?
That was 32.
Hexadecimal, what is it?
WXYZ.
So it's that.
It's the 23rd number.
Minus 9.
Minus 9.
Would, right?
Yeah.
Or is it
so
plus 9?
14.
It's minus 9. Is it plus 9?
No, it's plus.
Plus. So 30... 32. So 32 plus 10
42.
42, which is not going to work. So what can we put here? So what is working? This is like a kind of complicated Sudoku puzzle.
Yeah, it looks like Sudoku to me.
What? So 8 and 1 is fine. 8 and 1 is fine. So we know that these two 8s are fine. What about this P? P is
the 14th. No. P is the 16th. So that means it's 25.
What is it?
16. So that becomes 25, which can't be worked. So that P cannot be right. What do we need instead? We could do a 1.
1. I think 1's the only thing we can put there.
Oh, we gotta
or
spell
A.
it.
We can put the word A, the letter A there.
Because that'd be a
it's
10.
So we gotta spell it on the bottom.
Oh, snap. So we could just do that. So that's 10, 15, 16. So that 5 is probably... W. R.
Yeah.
We get it!
That's the last puzzle?
Yes.
That was
Oh
it.
my gosh, I just saw the last puzzle.
Success.
Please enter password.
Oh. Well.
Oh, do we need to remember all those numbers?
P-A-S-S-W-O-R-D.
It just works.
Nope.
Would it be Einstein?
1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Try 9.
Nope. Nobody's password. I've been putting a password now. Then, are there any hints? What the heck am I supposed to put here?
We're not able to go back?
No.
So we,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
wait,
7, 8,
wait,
9.
hold on. Maybe we gotta put in the numbers based on the letters. Hexadecimal? No, that wouldn't work. No, that wouldn't work.
It could.
No, because there'd be too many letters.
P, but P is 16, which is 7.
Okay.
Then 1.
1.
S is 20th.
20. That's 19. So 30. So it'd be a 3. Hexadecimal would be a 3. Wait, are we doing hexadecimal? Yeah, hexadecimal. And then, so another 3. And then W.
W is 28, so 32, so 5.
5. O.
O is the 15th letter.
So plus 9
6.
is...
Oh, plus 9, right.
20.
Wait, in that case, we didn't do that for the 7.
You're right, we didn't. Yeah,
Do we?
It's plus 9, so it does change. So 7, 1, 3, 3, 5.
5. R.
No, O.
Is...
We're at O.
Oh, sorry.
O is the 15th letter, so 6. R is the 18th, so 9. D is the 5th one.
Didn't work.
Dang it.
Guys, it didn't work.
Right?
Oh man. What did we ice nut?
I don't think you can even fit that.
Dang it!
Yeah, that wouldn't work.
Screen appeared after I solved the last puzzle. Maybe the hint was in that one. Can
Yeah,
I go
but
back,
how do we go
though?
back to it?
Shall I reset?
It didn't
No,
work.
I can't remember what was during the last puzzle.
Yeah, I don't remember. I wasn't... Can I go back? There's no way to go back, guys.
Dude, there's no. Oh gosh. Wait a minute.
There's no
I can go back in the stream.
You can go back in the stream.
Should I do that?
Pressing the buttons doesn't do anything on my controller.
Should I go ahead and do that? Is that cheating?
No, go ahead. That way we can keep plugging in random things until the game gives us another hint.
Can't try ice now.
I see.
Whoops, I didn't mean to do
It's
that.
not enough letters.
All ice?
9. All ice. Puzzle. Answer ended up being password, and after it was an extra space. 9th square. Maybe that's the password. The 9th square?
Oh, you're right.
Huh?
So don't do nothing else?
Either password. I'm gonna try password 9 or password 1.
No, there's... We can't put anything after the word password.
Hit enter while blank?
That's not gonna do anything.
Dang it!
Ooh.
Maybe the password is only 1 letter long.
Maybe the
or
password is
1 character.
Maybe the password is 9. Let's go!
There's 9. Yeah.
Let's go!
Oh, I'm stupid because all the
Let's
9s.
go! High price of company clutch.
That's it.
Good job.
Did you get it?
Thank you, Nick. Nick, you helped us out a lot. Oh gosh. If he hadn't said that, I would have never thought of it.
Really, you solved it for me, but I copied everything you did.
You man, can I copy your work? Sure to still make it obvious.
You just have to press enter.
What the hell are you waiting for? Push it!
Okay, I will.
Hit the enter key. Dots. Dots.
Emergency shutdown command has been confirmed. Incineration system has been disabled.
This is a little bit of a problem though, because Pongo is watching. He's gonna know that she succeeded. He's probably not gonna let her go.
He's claiming he's a fair man and was gonna let her go.
But do we believe him?
I mean,
It's a good question.
He is a gentleman.
It worked! It worked!
Tears rolled down my face as I cried out to him, but they were a very different sort of tears. A wonderful feeling of accomplishment and relief flooded my body. At the same time, what strength I had felt disappeared, and I collapsed to the floor. For a while, I just lay there, laughing and crying and enjoying being alive. Every time I thought about him, I thought my heart would burst. Aww. So precious. Junpei. I can't quite believe I did that, but I am so glad, so glad. I feel like my heart's on fire. Yeah, we gotta press enter. No, I don't have time to think about the kind of stuff. I need to tell Kane.
What?
Sorry, but things are kind of busy over here.
Why is he not press enter?
Okay?
Hang on, I'm gonna have to hang up now, okay?
Why is he not press enter?
Of course, that's fine.
Wiped the tears from my eyes and nodded vigorously, even though I knew he couldn't see me. Then I looked over at the corner of the floor. There were the two bracelets Hongo had left behind.
Now,
What's the...
Hit it already.
Well, Seven and Lotus don't look particularly happy with me. Not a very nice look to give someone who just saved your life, guys.
Okay.
I'm gonna save real quick, just in case we're not okay. I'm just kidding.
Just in case you're not okay.
Buster Wolf! We already have incinerators going. Oh, shut it. Right, okay, so maybe I have a reason to be pissed off. So what if I haven't pressed the enter key yet? Alright, nothing hold me back now. Here goes.
Why is he hyping himself up?
Wait.
What?
Begin in 90 seconds.
What?
Why?
it doesn't sound like it's stopping. What the shit? Why isn't it stopping?
Okay, maybe I didn't hit the key hard enough. Just hit it again, and again, and again. But yeah, it's not working either. The alarm's still going off. What the heck is going on? Got all the right numbers in the right boxes. It's perfect. So why the heck isn't it stopping?
Incineration will begin in 60 seconds.
Oh, shoot.
Wait, of course.
Oh.
That's what the numbers that showed up after the
So
puzzle
the
mean.
answer's different for him.
2, 4, 5, 7, 8. 2, 4, 5, 7, 8.
That's all their
Snake,
numbers,
Clover,
yeah.
Emu, 7, and Lotus. Then door 9. No, that's it. That number on the door isn't a 9. It's not even a number.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Secret way out. Secret door that...
Holy crap, of course. We just have to put the right number into the red and
Well, good thing that's all of them.
Oh, 1,
30
2.
seconds.
Just type 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep doing
Oh
one.
crap, oh crap, oh crap, I don't have much time. Man, I sure hope they can trust me on this or once we're all screwed. Alright, no time to explain, just go.
Higher numbers on the red. Verify? Who?
Combination.
Who?
All of us. We all need to verify.
Why?
You really think this is a good time to ask questions? Just do it.
I mean, yeah.
Hurry, 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 hurry.
Incineration will begin in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7,
Huh?
6,
Huh?
5,
Huh?
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
2. Central gate has been opened. Incineration system has been disabled.
That would have been funny if the gate opened but the incinerator was still going.
Oh,
Yeah?
no, now it's time to be happy, time to go.
Hurry! We've only got 9 seconds before the door closes. Go! Go! Go!
Come on, guys, move it. Okay, they're all through. Move it, Junpei. Just in time. There goes the door. No, don't calm down yet. You're not done. Still gotta find the dead.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Shit. Looks like we made it, huh?
Man, that guy sure can laugh when he wants to. Looks like Clover and Lotus are totally out of energy. Snake is shaking his head wearily. I just want to take a nap, but...
Akane! Can you hear me? Akane!
Want to tell her we made it. I want to tell her how good I feel, but nothing. It's like a new fancy television company.
Or it's a new version of Google Glass.
Now we're trying to get sponsored by Google? Just kidding. The door opened. Standing in front of it was my brother.
Akane!
Oi!
Cried his name, even though my voice was almost gone from screaming, and leapt into his arms.
Oh, oi!
Ma'am, your bracelet. Ma'am?
Your bracelet!
Oh, crap!
Oh, shoot!
I buried my face in his chest and cried and cried.
Oh,
and
no!
cried and cried.
Oh, no!
The thump of his heart in my ear made me feel like I was home. His beat was almost like a lullaby.
No!
My arms around his arm. Okay, cool. Just felt...
Alright, they have 91 seconds to realize.
I hadn't felt
81
warmth,
seconds.
81, that's what I meant.
warmth from another human body in what it seemed like an eternity. I just wanted to stay there, but I couldn't. When I passed the door, my bracelet began to count down to death. I looked away from him and looked around. The door had already closed. Spotted the dead only a short distance away. It took me only a moment to get it, scan all the bracelets. I left the ones Hongo had dropped on the floor at the scanner panel.
Yeah, it looks like they,
That's fine. That was it.
What was it?
Took a deep breath and looked around again. Huge detective who we call 7 and 9 years and Snake, the blind boy, were looking at me. Well, Snake wasn't, but they seemed to have been utterly stunned by my sudden appearance. Their eyes were wide and their mouths hung open.
Let's get out of here. We don't get ready to
What if she actually like blew up because she forgot?
That would have sucked. I was right. It was time to get moving. Mentioned Hongo seemed to jar 7 and Snake out of their surprise, and they nodded. Took off running up the spiraling stairs to freedom. Dots. Time for more running. But if they can get us out of here, no wonder we're running so hard. My heart's beating so hard I can barely hear. Gosh, I want to breathe real. I can't wait to breathe real air again. Is him talking?
Junpei, can I ask you something?
What's up?
That door, through the 9-hole. Why did it open?
Where's Snake?
Yeah, all 5 of us verified.
Snake?
Clover.
Snake?
Snake?
Snake! Okay, and Clover. Huh?
Plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 is 26. That makes our digital root 8. It shouldn't have opened.
That's not like you, Lotus. I thought you would have figured it out already. Because you were the person who taught me about the idea of bases.
Bases.
Yeah. What are the two numbers of base 2?
0 and 1.
What about base 10?
That goes from 0 to 9, right?
Yeah. No, I can't. It's as high as it'll go, sorry.
What about base 16?
0 after 9, it starts at A and goes from there. B, C.
You're right. In other words, A in base 16 is 10 in base 10. B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, and so on.
So, what about it?
You don't get it? What if you keep going with that pattern? What if you go way past base 16 all the way to base 27?
Base 27.
Yeah.
Well, the numerical digits are the same. So, I guess you'd add alphabetical digits. E is 14, F is 15, G is 16,
H is 17, I is 18, J is 19.
K is 20, L is 21.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what comes up?
Q.
26.
And what does that mean?
That was a Q. That was a lowercase Q.
That was a Q?
Come on.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess to put it another way.
I can't.
you could say
No, I
that
can't.
it's in base 27.
Time for more running. Gosh, my thighs are killing me. I swear, any moment now I'm going to tear a muscle. I feel like every single cell of my body's dying for air. Oh, there they are.
Okay.
They were behind. They were breath to take us a chore now. I feel like my lungs are going to burst. Maybe just a short rest. No, can't stop. Don't have the time.
No.
On legs, there can't be many more of these steps left.
For them to be
Run,
running
run like a
steps, they
bullet
have-
down a rifled barrel, like a tornado cutting through a sea of clouds. Like we're running along back of a giant coiled dragon. Finally.
Can I point out something? For them to be running up steps, that was an awfully calm and
Conversation?
very, very clear conversation.
Yeah.
With very little panting involved.
The lung capacity
I know.
is utterly insane.
I know.
They couldn't have just done that later, explained it later.
Nope. Phew.
So how the heck did Junpei figure that out?
I don't know.
He's smart. Goodness, I can barely breathe. No, Junpei, no time to rest. Pull yourself together. You're almost there.
I'm gonna open it.
Yeah.
Yes, we're finally here.
Please do.
Sure, you look like a big, heavy door. You're the only one standing between me and my freedom. But even more important than that, you're the only thing standing between me and Akane. You're gonna open, and you're gonna open now.
You found it.
Did you?
Is it gonna do it?
Didn't we?
No.
Akane vision! Felt a hand on my shoulder, as always. Gave me a small, reassuring squeeze. So happy I felt like I could melt. My heart was at peace. Not only because my brother and I were back together again, thanks to the huge detective, all 9 of us who had all been kidnapped. We were finally able to escape from the gigantic. On the distant horizon, we could see the faint outline of the ship as it sank. It gave a thunderous roar as it finally slipped beneath the waves. Its last cry echoed out across the ocean, and then it was gone. It's over.
Yeah.
It was over. It was finally over. Or was it? Was it really? No, that was wrong. That wasn't it at all. I was sure of it. This wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. This is only a prologue to what would happen in 9 years.
Oh, good grief.
And then it faded to black,
Wait.
being the nunnery game that we had to play. Yes, finally air! Dang, that sun is bright. I can barely see anything. Huh, gotta admit, it doesn't quite look like... Wait.
Way.
You gotta be kidding me.
No,
What?
no.
Can't be.
This is.
Oh, gosh.
Wait.
They were in building Q. Not the gigantic.
In the Nevada desert.
The mock experiment building.
Oh my god. This whole time we were in building Q.
What?
Sure enough, that's a desert desert out there with mountains all around it. Hello there, sun. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. I don't think I've ever been so happy to see a sunrise. Huh? I just hear something fall?
Wait.
Right, our bracelets.
Oh.
Guess I never really got a good look at the underside of these. Let's see what's inside you.
Wait, aren't the bombs still inside them though?
Just a little electronic chip, like an ATM card. That's
But
it.
the bombs have no detonator.
Yeah.
But-
There's nothing else. Nothing even looks like a
They
detonator.
probably don't have bombs in them.
How are they gonna get out?
There was never a detonator to begin with.
How are they gonna How are they gonna get out of them?
Figures. Kane.
Jumpy.
Huh. Guess I must be pretty crazy about the girl if I think I'm hearing voices in the wind.
You're sticking in majestic reason.
I pressed it. It's not letting me press the button. Alrighty, guys.
Oh my gosh.
What's up, Josh?
Hey.
Hi, we just beat the game.
Oh, okay.
Literally just now.
Did we?
Except for the fact that there was a bunch of endings that we didn't do.
Wait, I'm so confused.
Is
Wait.
that the true ending though?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. That was the true ending,
So
yeah.
where is June?
Wait, did you do the true ending last then?
Yes.
You actually did do the true ending last.
I
when
did
you
the
played
true
it?
ending last when I played it, yeah.
Wow, that's interesting.
I don't remember if I did that on accident or if I realized that that direction had like a lot more content. And I was like, I better go do these other ones first.
Mm-hmm.
I legitimately don't remember because this was like years ago, like 5 years ago.
Wait a second. So where is June actually? Because
Don't worry about it.
No, I need to. Because this is.
She was never real to begin with. She was just in their imaginations.
I'm not gonna lie, I legitimate.
Maybe the real June were the friends we made along the way.
Not good enough, dang it.
The real
Not
shoot
good
is the
enough.
friends we made along the
She,
way.
she was on the step.
Yeah, legitimately, I don't remember. I'm not gonna lie. I legitimately don't remember.
We interacted-
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
Yes, wibbly wobbly timey wimey. Do you know what that? Do you know what that's a reference to?
Don't want
It's Doctor Who.
Oh.
Wibbly wobbly timey wimey
Yeah,
stuff.
I remember. Oh gosh, I don't get it. I don't get it. If she was in the past, if she communicated in the past with the future,
She's just kind of there.
but like,
Also, I'm curious how his and Nijisaki's thing actually blew up.
and where did she disappear to? Did she fade out of
Yeah.
existence?
Oh.
Oh yeah, that was a thing we didn't get to see because we didn't do that section. we didn't do that section, so we don't get to know about that.
Are you
Sure.
dead or are you alive? Are you?
Oh, she's alive.
Are you in another world living
Both.
separate life?
Yeah, she's Schrodinger's
She's Schrodinger's
Akane.
son. Yeah.
Yeah.
Schrodinger's
Are
human.
you okay?
Oh, come on. This is nothing.
Really?
Yeah, this is something that we didn't actually see because we didn't play that timeline.
You don't look okay.
It was just before the end of elementary school. Jimmy and I were sitting next to each other on a small hill looking down at the town as the sun slowly set.
How does it look then?
He was half serious and half joking. Thought about it for a minute first. Oof.
Well, let's see. It looks like you kissed a toad and got warts, but then they just kept growing and growing and growing.
It's very descriptive.
What does that even mean?
Jimmy grinned and...
See? I told you you're not okay. You're too reckless. You can't beat 5 8th graders, Jumpy. That's crazy.
Oh gosh.
I couldn't just stand there. I mean,
What do you think he is, Snake?
I had to do something.
GPay vision. Look at the Nevada desert go past. For an SUV, this thing sure has pretty smooth
Where'd they
ride.
get the SUV?
It was sitting out there waiting for them.
What happened to?
How do they
Sure
know
was
where to go?
nice for someone to leave this out for us. The buildings, the key ignition, the gas in the tank.
What did
Almost
you-
like it was a present, you know?
What happened to Santa?
Also, if they're in Nevada, does that mean that this car is backwards for them?
Forget that. What happened to Santa?
Anyway, we jumped in, and now
That's
we're...
also a good question.
He probably left because, you know...
Hey,
They had a gun, and
he succeeded. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
he wasn't trying to kill them.
Anyway, we jumped in, and now we're here, screaming across the desert. Lotus is over there in the passenger seat. Snake and Seven and I are all squeezed into the back seat here. Still can't believe we let her drive.
This is so fun!
What?
This is
What?
so awesome! Driving is so great when there's nothing around, and there's no speed limit.
why is she?
Watch those bumps, alright?
Wait, is she driving?
Yeah.
I mean, she's like 18. She's
Yeah, but still, why is she the one driving out of all of us? You'd think either the detective or basically anyone else but her and Snake should be the ones driving.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, I know she's old enough to drive, but you still would think that the cop should probably be the one driving.
Did you say he's a cop and he's not going to break the laws?
Yeah, because he doesn't have an international license. So he's not driving. Yeah, but you could have sat in the passenger seat.
Hell no. There's no way I'm giving this seat up. And Clover, there's no need to slow down. The car Santa and June are in
Load.
somewhere down this road ahead of us.
Yeah, I saw some fresh tire tracks going out. There's no doubt about it.
And we've got to hurry if we want to catch them, don't we?
Sure thing.
I mean, it's fine. It's just...
Gosh dang it, she doesn't have to drive so fast. Man, I didn't even think a car like this could go this fast. For sure throwing up a lot of dust.
Does she even know how to drive a car that's backwards for
No,
you?
I don't think she does.
Unless this is like they brought a Japanese car to America. But it's an SUV. I would think.
SUV sponsored by Subaru.
It was a couple of hours after we went to the junior high students. They made hiding in the bushes in the back of the hills, drenching a kitten in gasoline. The moment we saw what they were doing, Jimmy ran up to them furious.
What the hell are you doing?
Then he jumped on them, quickly scooped up the kitten and tossed it to me. I caught it and ran for the police station as fast as I could.
Officer, please! You have
Policeman and I headed back to the hill. All we found was Jumpy sprawled on the ground with face covered in big swelling lumps.
You couldn't run away after you threw the kitty to me?
He stuck his tongue out through the hole in his mouth where the tooth had fallen out.
Why didn't you?
I didn't want to. I wanted to beat him up. Beat him up real good.
Because of what they were doing to the kitty.
Yeah, that too. But I think we were the ones behind those murders our first semester.
Oh, you mean the bunny?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, but
Nice. He plucked some grass from the
Bunnies,
ground.
they deserve death.
Yeah, I agree.
They
Well,
asked me
yeah.
what elementary school I was from, so I told them. They said they do the same thing to you that they did to those rabbits.
Forgive him for that.
Yeah, so
wait, who deserved what?
They were saying that about Akane. It sounded like.
Hey,
Connie, those guys kill rabbits. They deserve death.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Of course, you probably don't know any more than I do.
well, I guess I should say guitar. Why did he create the memory project? Anybody? Any ideas?
Why don't you ask him yourself?
Well, yeah, I guess I could.
He's still in the trunk, I assume.
Yeah, he is. Still tied up, I'm assuming, with his mouth taped shut.
When did he get there?
Obviously, Santa knocked him out
During
and
the
put him in
interim?
there.
Is he in their trunk or in the
I
other?
just
probably
assumed-
there,
I
too.
assumed it was that he would be in Santa's, but I guess maybe he's in this one.
His eyes just looked empty, no emotion. Looked like he'd just given up. I wonder if he even cares what happens to him anymore.
Are you listening to us?
Yeah, go ahead and try to pretend you weren't, you old piece of crap. I'm gonna rip that tape off your mouth.
Come on, I know you were. Answer me.
You could at least look at me when you talk, man.
You wanted to see the faces. Human faces. I thought if I could gain the ability to access the Morgan field set, then perhaps I could see faces. By peering into people's minds, you could understand how they were processing the expressions of others.
That's it?
Yes. If you want to put it simply, if you are looking for a more philosophical answer, I can supply that as well. You see, the human collective consciousness.
I think that's enough out of you, pal. Time for the tape to go back on.
So what's your second question?
You said there were some things you didn't get, didn't you?
Well, somebody's a little nosy.
This question doesn't really have anything to do with it. This is for you, Seven. It's about the whole Alice thing. What's the deal with that?
Well, you see, 9 years ago, after I escaped from Kansas, I kept going after the homeboy. Catching him from the gun. There were some investigations. There's a lot more about gigantic. Also, the day of Alice.
I'm really answering my question. Is there actually a girl who wouldn't melt at room temperature?
Sounds like Hongo with something to say. Alright, finally, Toppy, you gotta behave.
What?
Alice doesn't exist. 9 years ago, I found Alice's cover behind the library on a rock deck. There was nothing in it. The root of a peculiar plant. My research determined that it was a member of the genus Peppercorn of the family Solanaceae. I was able to extract a particular alkaloid from it. I used that extract to create soap. Its creation was a tremendous boon to my firm. We grew rapidly.
And tape. It's gonna go on forever. Tape's going back on you. Because my questions can wait a bit. For now, I think I'll just enjoy the ride. Well, do your best to enjoy the ride when it's so bumpy. Kane Vision.
Here. This is for you.
What's this?
This is for you, doll. His name is Junpei.
Pulled out something out of his pocket and shoved out his arm towards me. His hand was a doll made out of yarn small and fit in his palm.
Are you sure it's, for you, doll?
Huh? Yeah, the lady at the shop says so. That means it's for you, right?
Are you sure it's not a voodoo doll?
God, I was thinking the same thing.
Wait, what? That's... Oh, yeah. Oh,
It looks like a voodoo doll. I mean, you do know what a voodoo doll is used for, right? right?
Yeah, I guess calling him Junpei isn't a very good idea.
Because anyway, it just seems really sudden.
Well, you know how after June, we aren't going to get to see each other too much? I mean, we're going to be in different schools, and I just thought I'd,
Oh, okay, well, how about we call it June then?
Okay. So, I wanted to give you this.
You sound like some sort of tribal chief in a bad movie.
Yes, I, head of tribe, install traditional charm of tribe. So I give this, it me. So we always...
It me.
If something bad, then hold and pray. I go wherever you are. So here, take.
Dang. That was clever. That was
So much, Jumpy.
smooth. That was smooth, yeah. It was witty. Tears streamed down my face and fell on June's tiny hard body.
Jumpy, I'll never forget you. I promise.
June looked straight into my eyes and just said 5 words. 1, 2.
I'll never forget you either.
The sky was beautiful crimson red as it melted down towards the horizon. Last golden rays of sunlight stretched across the city and painted themselves across the hills. We sat bathed in the warm light of evening. Just 2 of us leaning gently against one another, shoulder to shoulder. Sun set, and we still didn't leave. We watched in silence as the darkness deepened. One by one, the lights of the town began to flicker on. Dots. Junpei vision. Still one thing I don't get. To be honest, it's the biggest mystery as far as I'm concerned, and also the only one that's really important. That's with June and Akane. 9 years ago, she died in the incinerator on the Gigantic. But she's still alive now as June. But how? Was it because I tapped into the Morphic Field set and saved her 9 years ago? Alright, let's say that makes some kind of insane sense. If I did that, then how do I make sense of what 7 remembers? Snake makes sense. He's blind. He couldn't have seen the body anyway. But 7, he said he was sure he saw it. Does that mean there was some kind of historical discrepancy? Or wait, maybe that's not it at all. There's one other logical explanation. Was what you told me the truth, 7? You looked satisfied. No, no way. Couldn't.
Hey, look! Over there! Somebody lost in the road.
Oh. These don't slam the brakes. Please brake normally. Oh.
Wait. Hold on.
Okay, that is close.
Wait a
Just
minute.
wanted to make
Those
sure.
are close.
Wait a
yes.
second. Wait 1 second here. Wait 1 second here.
The pretty gaze of the Nevada sun pounded down on her head.
Is that Alice?
The desert around her rippled with heat. Sitting there on the shimmering plain was a woman. Her arm out, her thumb up. It would not be long before Junpei realized who she was. Dots, dots.
Is that Alice? Is that Alice?
I thought she wasn't wearing any clothes
Wait
at
a
first.
second.
No, she was
And I
wearing
was
clothes.
like,
And
wait, oh, that is clothes. Okay.
Was that Alice? What is...
don't forget your towel is the achievement I just got.
Why?
Was that June?
I'm not saying anything.
What you mean you're not saying
After
anything?
saving the game, resurf. Wait, would you like saving for you obtained? Yes, I do. Let's save the game for 15. Yay! We got the Akane ending.
What do you mean you're not going to say anything?
Akane ended.
I need to understand.
Yay,
So
Akane
guys, we still have
ended.
we still have these things.
That was the true ending, but
That
we
was the
still
true
have,
ending,
like,
but we still have these. So what do we do? Do we do these
Are
or
we
not?
satisfied with the ending that we got?
Actually, what I think I might have done is I might have noticed that this was a thing that happened, and then I was like, wait a minute. I saw the flowchart and saw that it was doing all this, and I was like, that looks like final game material, end game material. So I'm gonna go do these first. I think that's probably what I did back in the day.
What?
Yeah. And
Who was? Wait a minute. Was
Was that
Alice?
all ice? The person who was trapped in Ice 9 that doesn't melt until 96 degrees?
Was that her? Or hear me out. Was that Akane or June?
What
Whoever-
if June is
whoever it
Alice?
was. No, hear me out, Nick. Because of the fact that we saved June in the past, okay, and she lived, if she then, I guess in the present, lived out her life,
I still don't
was that her?
understand how
I'm not going to answer the question.
What do you mean you're not going to answer the question?
I still don't understand how
If that's what you Andy, just do all the questions. Like, I gotta figure this out.
There are, because we look at all these question marks.
These are irrelevant at this moment in time.
I still want to know how the ninth man, what was his name again? Kotaro or something?
Kubota.
Kubota. I want to know how Kubota and Nijisaki exploded. If those bombs were all
They
fake.
probably did have bombs.
They probably did have real ones.
They probably had real bombs.
Because it was part revenge, part saving.
Yes.
Fair enough.
So.
I'll accept that answer.
Yeah. So I think as far as the June situation is concerned, I think it's paradox related in that in order for us to exist, in order for us to exist to save her, she needed to be saved. She needed to, in order to for us to save her, we needed to go through this thing. But because we go through this thing, she gets saved, which becomes a paradox loop. I don't know, man.
What? So what was it?
I'm pretty sure it was Akane.
On the road.
No, the actual June, the June that we were dealing with. I'm pretty sure that was Akane. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. So.
I'm not talking about the desert thing right now. I'm talking about the.
This feels like the
June
grandfather
being there and
paradox.
all of a sudden existing. Exactly, it's the grandfather paradox.
So that was the actual June.
Yes.
But when she got to the incinerator, what happened? Did she see?
I'm honestly not 100% sure.
Because like she couldn't.
It's left to interpretation.
Because she couldn't have ceased to exist because everybody else still remembers. So she couldn't have ceased to exist.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of is that once they solved the puzzle, they lived out. Wait, but how did she get there in the first place?
Yeah.
We can discuss this after. This seems like a pretty good place to
so,
stop the stream.
we
kinda
went like a half hour longer
than
than we usually do. So we're gonna go ahead and end the stream here. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're trying to determine now what we're going to do with continuing this game or wanting to see all of the endings.
Personally, I want to go start hanging around.
Of course you do.
But at the same time, I'm enjoying it.
Because we didn't do all of the puzzles.
Yeah, I know.
This is whole timeline where we...
I'm okay with continuing. I'm just saying that I am looking forward to doing it.
We never insisted on going through door 3 or whichever one this one is.
There's so much.
3, 7, and 8. We never insisted on going through door 3.
There is so much I don't understand.
Why? This game is... Did I not tell you guys, this game was amazing.
You did.
I was like, we need to experience this game.
I'm just I imagine when you see Danganronpa. Because that game has just as much of this type of stuff as, or just as much of that type of stuff as this game.
Oh, I can't wait.
Guys.
You need to watch the first,
I know, you've been telling me this. And I've still got it on my watch list. Ready to watch it. It's just this thing has kept me up at night. Trying to figure out what the word, and see now I'm not going to be able to sleep because I'm going to just be thinking how,
yeah,
all these paradoxes.
I'm glad you guys have enjoyed this game as much as I did.
I just
wobbly,
now,
timey-wimey stuff.
I just now wrapped my mind around all the base numbers and the alphabet.
I try to understand that.
I understood that.
But do you understand base 27?
Do I? I don't know.
I don't.
I think it's just when you get to 27, it just resets back to 0. I think.
No, once it gets past the last letter, it rolls over to 10. It rolls over to 10. And then 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D.
Okay.
Alright, well, we can't freaking save. We can't pause and end this. I don't think.
Yeah, you maybe shouldn't have started at the beginning.
I didn't. Okay, there we go.
This is saving.
Yeah, I did not save. Return to title screen. Title screen. All right, so stay tuned till next week, where we will possibly continue this game. We're going to decide. If not continue this game, we're going to start the next game. And if we're starting in the next game, then that means the next game is Danganronpa 2, which is going to be over on Block Koopa's channel. So go ahead and check that out, and go ahead and subscribe to him so you'll be ready and waiting for that to be a thing that happens.
Yep.
And otherwise, yeah. See you guys later. And end the stream.
Oh gosh.
End stream.